Review. Life insurance offered by Allstate Life Insurance Company in Northbrook, Illinois, and Lincoln Benefit Life Company, Lincoln, Nebraska.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
Back here at James Weir Stadium, just about set to go, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Belle Vernon Leopards. It's youth night here at James Weir Stadium. The place is packed, Steve, and this is a great high school football atmosphere tonight.
Well, it sure is. A lot of people here. Nice to see the little kids out there, grade school kids in their jerseys. Get close to their heroes, if you will, from the big guys from the varsity team. So just kind of a great atmosphere, almost a college-like atmosphere here, and a pretty big crowd from both sides. So should be a lot of fun.
And Belle Vernon looking like the Army Black Knights tonight with the black jerseys, gold numbers, gold pants. Laurel Highlands, the all-white jerseys and pants, blue numbers, and red trim as the captains make their way out to the 50-yard line. So many storylines here today, Steve. Laurel Highlands actually comes into this matchup averaging 39.2 points a game, second amongst teams in the three largest classifications. Of course, Belle Vernon head coach Matt Hubbard played quarterback at Laurel Highlands in the early 2000s. And how about this coaching staff at Belle Vernon? You have former Fraser head coach Mike Stieber on the staff. Scott Nee, who has ties to both Laurel Highlands and Uniontown. And I thought was a top-notch offensive coordinator, Stephen, when your son Joey played for the Red Raiders. And you have Southmoreland former basketball coach Frank Massino also on this Leopard staff.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that. So they got a lot of guys with a lot of experience, a lot of winning. And, it's just a good program. Obviously, they're ranked number one in the state. So they've got a lot to play for tonight. And this is, the pressure is definitely on them. Big crowd here tonight. And Laurel Highlands with coming in with probably the best team and the best record they've ever had, but the best team they've had in years. So they got a chance, but a lot of injuries on both sides, and we'll see what happens.
And we'll wait for the results of the coin toss. Belle Vernon won it. They'll defend the goal to our left, and they're going to defer, so the Mustangs will get the football first, defending the goal to our right here in the first quarter. And to recap, we mentioned it earlier during our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, Laurel Highlands without Eric Allen, Ben Wilson, Tajai Hooper, and Caden Friel tonight. Quentin Martin said yesterday, Steve, on Twitter, he was not going to play. Do you see him at all wearing number 25 on the far side?
Well, let's see. I got the new set of binoculars here. I'll put them on over there. I do not see him as of yet. Yeah, no, he's not playing. He's got the pair of blue jeans on, so he is definitely.
Unless he has the uniform on underneath and comes out in the fourth quarter if it's a tight game, you never know.
He might go in a phone booth, break a date with Lois Lane. He'll be right out.
So we're set to go. The Leopards will have Tyler Kovac kicking off. We actually saw Tyler on Monday playing on the Belle Vernon soccer team, a match won by Laurel Highlands over Belle Vernon. The Mustangs with Rodney Gallagher back deep, and we'll see if they send it back in Rod's direction here. Steve, he's been electric, had a punt return for a touchdown a couple of weeks back. That one against Ringgold up at Joe Montana Stadium. Full house here on the beach tonight. On the gold turf, Brian Morozak along with Steve Suprick, Billy Dice behind the camera on our Facebook Live feed, and Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. And Kovac and his crew huddling off to our left. Now they break the huddle, and the Leopards will send it away here from James Weir Stadium tonight. And Kovac set to go. And here comes the run-up between two undefeated teams, and Kovac angles it on the far side. It will go to Rod here at the 9-yard line. has the 15-20, and Rod trying to bounce it out on the far side and gets run out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10. And you look at the numbers that Rod has put up so far this year, 49 carries for 471 yards and 10 touchdowns, has also thrown for 570 yards, 9 touchdowns and 2 interceptions.
Well, yeah, it's not the throwing that he's dangerous and known for. It's really big playability, breaking plays. You know, he just goes through the game and kind of lulls you to sleep, doesn't do much, and all of a sudden he gets a spot, gets a little space, and he takes off for, a big gain.
You have triple left formation here for Laurel Highlands. 3 receivers to the near wide side of the field. Carney to the left of Gallagher in the backfield. Little option look. It goes to Carney, and he loses 2 back to the 21. Last week, Carney was actually the 3rd tailback for Laurel Highlands, had 11 carries for 41 yards, and the Mustangs win over West Mifflin, but no Eric Allen, no Ben Wilson, and you have to turn to Carney tonight.
Yeah, and he did a nice job in relief, and now he's being counted on heavily.
Carney now to the left of Gallagher, a little banana bunch off to the left side on the 2nd and 12. Rod takes the snap, goes to the near side. Waitman behind him, a little quick out. The ball was juggled and caught by DeMonte Kiss at the 27-yard line. 5-yard gain. That'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
And fortunate for the Mustangs that they do not have replay. It looked like he caught it, but like you said, he was definitely juggling the ball when he went down to the beach.
And we have a great view of the field here, Steve, almost right on top of the Laurel Highlands bench.
There's no track going around the field. They might have a little walking track, but there's no big track, so the bleachers and press box much closer.
That's going to be offsides on the Leopards coming across when they sent DeMonte Kiss in motion. And I think that was Macheska, Steve, number 58, Steve Macheska, the 6'4", 240-pound junior, and jumped a little early. That's a big break for the Mustangs, so the 3rd and 6 becomes a 3rd and 1, and they'll push the football to the Laurel Highlands 32-yard line. An opening drive of the game for the Mustangs, 10:40 left here in the opening quarter, and they'll go with a triple right formation to the wide side of the field. Ball on the left hash mark, the Laurel Highlands 32. They'll split Ryan Pyro out. Gallagher nothing to the far side. He's in trouble. Gets out of it, and a little jump pass to Ryan Pyro for Laurel Highlands 1st down at the 43.
Yeah, an odd play call that he looked like he was going to try to go back to the left and run. He took too long. He got stuck back there, but he was able to avoid some heavy pressure and able to do the old Tim Tebow jump pass.
Seen that a couple of times out of Rob this year. Very impressive. Line of scrimmage now. The Laurel Highlands 43-yard line. 10:07 left here in the opening quarter. Game scoreless. And the Mustangs in tight. Twins to each side. And now they'll bring Kiss in motion, and Rod, a quarterback run the entire way. A couple of blockers out in front trying to turn the corner. And a minimal gain. He surges forward, gets 2 up to the 45, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 8. A positive run there for Rodney Gallagher. And Gallagher, Steve, actually has a good chance this year. Mustangs have played 5 games, have 10 on the schedule to actually get over 1,000 yards rushing and passing. Sits at 570 in the air, 491 on the ground coming into this game.
Well, he's done well this year, but the competition does get tougher. Mustangs in the second half of the year.
Mustangs will see TJ next week, McKeesport in 2 weeks. Both of those games at Laurel Highlands. Inside handoff going to Carney, and he'll get hit behind the line of scrimmage and drop for a yard loss back to the 44. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9. Tough running between the tackles, especially against a tough Belle Vernon defensive line. And Cole Waitman, Steve, he's the kid to look out for defensively. 6'3", 220 pounds. He's a force. The right defensive end for the Leopards.
Yeah, that one was Jack Breyer, 6 foot 210 senior, came in and put a big lick on the Mustang running back.
3rd and 9, Laurel Highlands going empty. Gallagher all by himself in the backfield from the Laurel Highlands 44. Rod takes the snap, goes deep far side, miscommunication. He wanted Jaden Pratt, was not on the same page there as Rod. Pratt was breaking back, and Rod was throwing out.
And he's looking back, looks a little disappointed with Pratt, or with Gallagher, putting his hands up in the air like, didn't like that, the miscommunication. But
now the Mustangs will bring out the punter Ben Diamond standing back at the 30-yard line. The Mustangs had some long snap issues last week with Caden Friel out, and Friel's again out today, and Laurel Highlands jumped here on the line.
Yeah, number 11, that was the left defense.
Leland Lehue.
Yeah, Lehue just kind of got caught backpedaling a little bit early, trying to get in protection. And
they had a full week, though, to work on those long snaps. It actually looks like, Steve, it's C.J. Soltis, who's the long snapper here today, number 16.
Yeah, that's what we said last week. Get a quarterback or somebody that could throw.
And Soltis will be the long snapper, and Belle Vernon coming after. The punter, Ben Diamond, barely gets that one away. Devin Whitlock was back deep to receive and well angled. And actually takes a Belle Vernon roll. Mustangs will down it here at the 32-yard line. So Belle Vernon will start first and 10 when we come back in 30 seconds. Game scoreless. 8:21 left in the first here on the C.R. Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
COVID-19 vaccines teach your body to recognize and fight the COVID virus. You can get this vaccine at no cost to you at Peachin Pharmacy in Connellsville. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. Help protect yourself and your loved ones. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy. Visit peachinpharmacy.com for more information.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
And for Belle Vernon on first and 10, Devin Whitlock fumbling the shotgun snap. Leopards fortunate to get back on it. Steve, results in a 4-yard loss back to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was a poor snap or he just dropped it. It kind of happened so fast. But either way, a loss of a couple.
I actually have some folks commenting on our live stream, Steve. They're still waiting to get into the game.
Yeah.
The line outside.
Well, I came in with Gary and Gary Frankhauser.
There's a handoff going to Jake Gedico for Belle Vernon, and Gedico, a nice run there and got close to the Leopards' first down. It was 2nd and 14. I think Gedico got about 13 yards there on the far side.
Yeah, I was going to say, Gary and I pulled in and pulling up the driveway at 5:30, which was an hour and a half before kickoff. Long line of traffic, so I can imagine what it's like, now. Of course, everybody should be here by now, you would think.
3rd and short now for the Leopards, 3rd and a long one. Line of scrimmage, the Belle Vernon 42, and you have Whitlock in a pistol. Gedico behind him, and Gedico will get the football, bounce it out on the far side. It has pretty good speed for a backup tailback. Picks up a Leopards first down, getting 5, maybe 6, close to the midfield stripe. John Duke with a tackle defensively there for Laurel Highlands.
The Mustangs, one thing they've not been great at all year. They've had some moments where they were pretty good, but they've given up big chunks of yards, especially, remember, if against Ringgold, they gave up a lot of yards against the run.
Kind of got punched in the face early in that game, but rebounded in the second half and played a little bit more solid defensively. But this has certainly been the best Laurel Highlands defensive team, Steve, that I've seen in probably my 20 years around the area. They'll bring Rukonen in motion. Whitlock in a straight shotgun. Again, it goes to Gedico on the far side, and he has running room again, breaking a couple tackles and getting into Laurel Highlands territory, and a little pushing and shoving there away from the play between Belle Vernon's Ryan McGrew and Laurel Highlands' Brian Yorchek. But nonetheless, Steve, Gedico, another nice run, picking up 11 and another Belle Vernon first down.
Well, Mustangs, they seem to be going to the left exclusively so far, which, once they do that, the ball gets on that left hash, and they got a short field, so that should make it a little easier for the Mustangs to defend that. Not as much room, but the Leopards are still being able to get some good yardage.
Line of scrimmage now, the Laurel Highlands 41. Rukonen comes in motion. They fake the jet sweep, go back to Gedico, and this time he goes between the tackles and gets 5 down to the 36 to bring up 2nd down and 5. So he's the workhorse back right now, only a sophomore, 5'10", 170 pounds, came into the game, 12 carries, 103 yards and a touchdown. Yorchik with a tackle defensively there for Laurel Highlands. And now 2nd and 5. We're down to 6:08 left here in the opening quarter. Mustangs got close to midfield, had to punt it away, and now Belle Vernon on their opening offensive drive of the game. Whitlock again out of the shotgun. And they'll bring a man in motion. That's Don Gilly, who's listed as the fullback. Whitlock, a little play fake, looks to throw, man wide open. That's the tight end Cole Waitman, who gets inside the 25-yard line. We talked about Waitman coming in, a force on both sides of the ball. That's his 5th reception of the season. And another Belle Vernon first down.
Yeah, pretty nice feeling for Whitlock just to throw it up in the air and have, your guys bigger and probably more athletic than most of the other players on the team, especially in the middle there where Gallagher is not able to get in defensively. He's out on the outside.
They got some good wide receivers, Chase Rucone and Evan Polotz, also in triple digits as far as receiving yards, and they're both split out to the far side. Whitlock again out of the gun. Gedeko off to his left, and Gedeko gets the football again coming near side, inside the 20, inside the 15, spins forward close to another Belle Vernon first down. And Gedeko, Steve, looking very impressive as the fill-in for Quentin Martin tonight.
Yeah, he's getting some big holes. Good, the big offensive line for Belle Vernon, just creating a massive space.
They spotted that one all the way down to the 12-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the Laurel Highlands 12. 5:12 left here in the opening quarter. Whitlock again out of the gun. You have Rukonen and Polotz split out to the far side. Double tights on the line. It's a quick screen high brought in by Rukonen, who tries to make his way forward and carries a couple of Mustangs down to the 7-yard line. And Laurel Highlands strip them. Out of the pack with it for the Mustangs there defensively was Brian Yorchik.
Yet, did they?
No, they did not. Yorchik came out of the pack with it. Referees are going to say Laurel Highlands football.
Yep.
So Yorchik with the strip of Rukonen, and the Mustangs get the football, and they'll have it inside their own 10-yard line. And Yorchik, Steve, we've called his name so many times this year.
Yeah,
a huge defensive play there.
Yeah, he's been terrific all season on defensively, and of course he's going to have to go both ways. Now Pratt coming out of the game, I don't know if it's an injury. Coach talking to him a little bit.
Is limping a little bit. Nonetheless, Laurel Highlands happy to get the football back. Game still scoreless, 5:02 left here in the opening quarter. So this one tight early on. They're going to pick up a flag that was thrown on the play. Rolled first down, Laurel Highlands to their own 8. And Gallagher and Laurel Highlands will get back to work. Triple left formation to the wide side of the field. And we're down to 5:02 left here in the opening quarter. Rod will take the snap. Inside handoff going to Dan Carney. That's going to be tough running tonight, Steve. Carney maybe got a half a yard there, if that. I'll bring up 2nd down and 10. I don't think you're going to be able to run between the tackles against this Belle Vernon defense tonight.
No. And I don't see Pratt. Is he down?
They brought him over to the near sidelines. Don't see him out there right now. And Rod back out of the shotgun on the 2nd and 10 from the Laurel Highlands 8. Little audible here from the near side. Head coach Rich Colasar. Now Rod takes the snap out of the gun. Hangs in the pocket, and I think Kiss slipped a little bit on the cut. Pass falls incomplete. I'll bring up 3rd down and 10. Kiss cut in and was trying to get back out there, Steve, and just slipped a little bit and couldn't get to the ball in time. Bring up 3rd down and 10. 4:18 left here in the first.
And the trainer's down here to the left, Brian, looking at Pratt.
I think almost a little concussion test right now. And he got popped. That's what it looks like, Steve. Fall of the finger. So 3rd and 10. Mustangs pinned deep after they forced the game's first turnover. Gallagher sending Kiss in motion. Low snap coming back. Rod flushed out to the far side, needs to let it go. He's in trouble, heaves it on the far side, and coming back and making a great grab there, Keandre to Shields for Laurel Highlands first down to the Mustangs 26, an 18-yard gain, and that pass could have very easily, Steve, been intercepted if Keandre did not come back to the ball.
Well, threw it up in the air, let one of your skilled players that's got some great jumping ability go get it.
And Keandre did just that. His 11th reception of the season. Also has 5 receiving touchdowns. So here we go. A first down for Laurel Highlands out of a little hole here. Line of scrimmage, the Mustangs 26. Triple left formation to the near side of the field. Rod takes the snap. Play fake. He's going to pull it down. Look to run himself. Might have been a face mask. He'll get the first down. An 11-yard pickup there for Rodney Gallagher. Did not see a flag, but it looked like the Leps got him up high. And the ball gets spotted here at the Laurel Highlands 37-yard line after the Rod run. And that was impressive, Steve.
Yes, it was. And I'm looking down there. Pratt still has his helmet in his hand. That's a good sign. But the trainer is still looking at him, looking at his.
Laurel Highlands taking on a Belle Vernon team that came in not only number 1 in the WPIAL, but number 1 in the state of Pennsylvania. We're scoreless here, 3:12 left in the first. Rod out of the shotgun, triple left formation. Takes the snap, another inside handoff to Carney. Carney getting a little running room this time. Picking up 4, maybe 5, up to the 41. That'll bring up second down and 6. We'll give them 4 there on the carry. And if Laurel Highlands can get some productivity there, Steve, between the tackles, keep Belle Vernon a little honest, that could open up the passing game a little bit as well tonight.
Yeah.
Keandre back in. Joe Chambers will take a seat. Chambers actually came in the Mustangs' leading receiver as far as yardage with 161 receiving yards on the season. Triple left formation, 2nd and 6 from the Mustang 41. Rod again out of the shotgun, rolling out to the near side. They're coming after him, lets it go, and it kind of wobbled in the air. Intended for DeMonte Kiss, and it was close to getting intercepted there by Rukonen.
Well, I think actually it was probably intended for DeShields, but the ball never got that far. As like you said, it looked like it was a helicopter coming down, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
And his arm either might have got tipped or it just slipped out of his hands, and it ended up going right to Kiss, who probably was not expecting a pass to come at him looking like a Frisbee.
I thank your lucky stars it wasn't picked off. That's 2 of them on this drive that could have very easily been intercepted. One was caught by Keandre. That one fell incomplete. Now 3rd and 6 here for Laurel Highlands. They'll bring Matt Lucas in motion, sets up to the slot on the near side. Ron looking to throw, flush down the far side, flag on the play. He'll step up and get 2, maybe 3, and that'll bring up 4th down and 3, and we'll check the flag in the area of holding.
Penalty marker down on the play.
Now, that's an interesting decision for Coach Hubbard. Do you take the penalty, force a long 3rd and 12 or 3rd and 15?
Would you dare go for it here on your 44-yard line, 4th and 3?
Yeah, you got nothing to lose.
I think they're going to push him back.
Right. Well, the thing is, when you got 4th and 3, you could get an offsides of some sort.
Correct.
Wow, that's a big, big penalty.
And now it will be 3rd down. No, a 22-24. 3rd and 24. Line of scrimmage, the Laurel Highlands 23. So at least from a field position standpoint, certainly benefits Belle Vernon. Carney now checking out. And Leland Lehue, who is actually the 4th-team tailback coming into the season, lined up to the right of Rod in the backfield. And Gallagher takes the snap. They're coming after him, setting up a middle screen. It goes to Lehue, has the 30-35, and Lehue doing a good job there to get some yardage back. Actually picked up about 13 yards, and it'll bring up 4th and 11 from the Mustang 36. Not a bad play there, Steve.
Now, just trying to get some field position back, keep the clock moving, which was good because it was complete. Got tackled in the field of play. And the longer this goes, being close, I think benefits the Mustangs.
Parker Jewell made the last tackle defensively, and now Laurel Highlands will punt it away. Ben Diamond will send it off to Devin Whitlock. Diamond at the 23,
Offsides.
and now flags come in.
I think they're going to call a false start. It looked like the Belle Vernon kids jumped.
They moved on both sides. They call the false start. Kind of which way is it going to go? And 1:11 left here in the first scoreless game. Brian Morozak along with Steve Supert, Billy Dice behind the camera on our Facebook Live feed. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Now you have Diamond back at the 19-yard line and Whitlock at the 36 for Belle Vernon. They come after him again. High spiral will go to Devin here at the 36. A little juggle. He regains. And look out here. Devin Whitlock into Mustang territory down the far sideline. And he's going to take it to the house. 60-plus yards for a Belle Vernon touchdown. Leopards go on top 6-0. 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Pretty impressive, Brian. Nice speed there by Whitlock. Got right upfield. Didn't hesitate. Seemed like he was at full speed after 2 or 3 yards, and he was nobody from the Mustangs even got close to him.
So Devin Whitlock, punt return touchdown. Coming with 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And now Tyler Kovac to attempt the extra point. Stieber's the holder. Clean snap coming back. Kovac's kick is on the way, and that kick is good. So with 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter, Belle Vernon striking first, leading Laurel Highlands 7-0. And we're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
When it's time to service your vehicle, don't procrastinate. Call Rose Motors at 724-583-1944. Rose Motors, specializing in computer diagnostics, engine and electrical problems, brake service, electronic tune-ups, and more. Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? See Rose Motors. It's also available. Rose Motors, 42 River Avenue in Masontown. Serving the area for 3 generations. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, Saturday by appointment.
Brian Roszak and Steve Supert back here at James Weir Stadium. So Devin Whitlock and the Belle Vernon Leopards. Steve striking first. 60-yard punt return for a touchdown from Whitlock. Kovac adding the extra point in 48 seconds in. It's 7-0 Belle Vernon.
Well, it's funny how it works. The Mustangs did a good job. They had a long drive. They forced a turnover. They had a couple nice plays in offense, and the holding call really kind of stalled the drive, and then they punt, and Whitlock just kind of erases all that hard work for the Mustangs.
That was a spot foul, too, on the holding penalty, which occurred behind the line of scrimmage. So it was almost like an 18-yard penalty there, too, which turned the field position around. When you have Whitlock taking a punt back, it really doesn't matter. And the Mustangs barely got a finger on him on that punt return. And now Kovac will send it away. Rodney Gallagher standing back at the Mustangs' 8-yard line. Here's Kovac with a run-up. We'll send it away. This one will be picked up here by Ryan Pyro. Surprised he didn't let Rod get it. And here's Pyro on the run back, and he'll just get back there to the 18. I thought Rod would have had a little more of a head of steam coming forward there than Pyro retreating to catch it.
Why doesn't Pyro just pitch it back to him?
I agree. So the Mustangs now will take over just shy of their own 20-yard line. They'll spot it right in between the 19 and the 20. And the Mustangs now find themselves trailing for the first time in this game, down 7-0. Remember, Laurel Highlands rallied from a 2-score deficit in the second half 2 weeks ago to defeat Ringgold, but Belle Vernon a different animal, Steve.
First down and 10 for Laurel Highlands from their own 19-yard line.
They're not going to make the mistakes probably that Ringgold made.
Gallagher out of the shotgun, triple left formation. He'll take the snap, quick screen, near side, goes to DeMonte Kiss with some running room, and Kiss finally brought down by Rukonen at the 27-yard line. Pickup of 8 to bring up second down and 2.
Good job by Kiss to go straight upfield, and then he ran right into Rukonen, tried to run him over, and did a good job. Actually, he delivered more of a blow than Rukonen did. Second
and short. Mustangs don't have to run a play here in the opening quarter if they don't want to. You have the play clock at 20, game clock at 13 seconds. They're going to call this 2nd and 1. Game clock down to 7. Rod repositioning the troops. Kiss comes in motion, and they will not snap it. So we played a quarter of football. Belle Vernon 7, Laurel Highlands nothing. We're back with the second in 60 seconds here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Go mobile with First Federal of Greene County. Get security and convenience with First Federal's updated app. Turn off lost or stolen credit cards, check balances, manage card limits, deposit checks, pay bills. All with the swipe of your finger. Don't forget the Card Valet mobile app to further protect your debit card. Visit the Apple App Store or Google Play to download the apps. Visit firstfederalofgreene.com for more information. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
Back here at James Weir Stadium, it's packed. Folks are still telling me, Steve, they're trying to get in tonight. It's that full. We're already ready to start the second quarter. Laurel Highlands down 7-0. Mustangs will have it, facing a 2nd and 1, now working left to right. As we describe it, we're outside tonight, Steve, and really a great vantage point for high school football.
Well, it sure is, right on top of the field. Looking straight down, and again, one of these fields with no running track around the field, so it's truly a football soccer stadium. The bleachers, fans have a great view. They're real close to the field. It's very nice. Mustang band and cheerleaders on the far side, a great student section. Rocking the pink this evening. Interesting, the Belle Vernon bench is over on the far side, and that's where the Laurel Highlands fans are, and then the Belle Vernon fans are below us, and the Mustangs are on this side, so that's kind of odd. Usually they do it the other way, don't they?
Maybe because they don't want their players to get distracted by the home fans. Seen a couple of coaches do that in the past.
Right.
I think actually a smart move. You don't have to worry about mom and dad waving to you from the stands or any of the parents yelling at the coaches because their kid's not playing.
Correct.
So the Mustangs will work left to right. I think because of all the media here, Steve, they've actually had some extended media timeouts here at the game today.
Right.
Laurel Highlands fortunate to be a part of, considering the history, and it just shows how much this program has evolved over the last couple of years. The premier WPIAL high school football game on this Friday night in Western Pennsylvania. 2nd and 1, Gallagher takes the snap, looking for running up the middle. It's not there, bounces out on the far side and spins forward for 2 yards and picks up the Mustang first down. And smart there, Steve, did not see anything on the inside and bounced it out for the run and picks up the first down. Joe Chambers will now check back in, replacing Keandre DeShields. Mustangs will have it here at their own 31. Ball on the far hash mark. Reminder, stay tuned after the game for the Trib Live Scoreboard Show with Don Rebel. Have it on until midnight tonight on WMBS. Triple right formation. Gallagher out of the shotgun. Fakes the handoff to Carney. Screen near side. Pass complete to Monte Kiss, and he'll pick up 3 up to the 34. They've tried those screens a couple of times today.
Kiss can make one guy miss.
Correct.
He might still be running.
Yes. Well drawn up. Belle Vernon, though, on a team speed defensively. Adam LeCarte brought him down.
Still don't see DeShields. He's got his helmet on, but he's not in the game.
You mean Pratt's?
Or Pratt, I mean, sorry.
Yeah, Keandre did check out on the last play, but he's back in.
Pratt, yeah, number 1.
Split out to the far side, triple left formation, again on the wide side of the field. Ball on the right hash mark, the Laurel Highlands 34 on the 2nd and 7. And Rod will fake the handoff to Carney, try to run it himself, and he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. And he kind of kept it in Carney's breadbasket there for about 3 or 4 seconds before pulling it out on the read option. Now 3rd and 7. Has to be tough for Carney because I'm sure he's thinking, am I going to get it or not?
Yeah.
And you had the Leopards bearing down on both Carney and Gallagher on the play. Now 3rd and 7 for Laurel Highlands as we approach the 10-minute mark of the second quarter. Mustangs going empty. 3 wideouts to the far side, 2 to the near side, and now Rod sends DeMonte Kiss in motion, setting up a quad left set. As Rod takes the snap, will try the screen, goes to Keandre on the far side, well read defensively, just gets a yard, tackled on the play by Logan Hoffman.
I think he's hurt. No, he's up. It's good.
So now 4th down, 4th and 6. Line of scrimmage, the Mustangs' 35-yard line. Pretty much have to punt it away here again, Steve.
Yes. The Mustangs slow to get off the field.
Still plenty of time. Play clock at 17. Keandre is limping a little bit. Ben Diamond standing back at the 22. Remember, Whitlock took it to the house on the last punt return. He's standing back at the 33. They're coming after Diamond again. He'll get it away, and Whitlock's going to let it go. Actually angled it out of bounds. Ruled out at the 38. That's where Belle Vernon will start 1st and 10 when we come back. 9:16 left here in the first. Leopards up 7-0. We're back in 30 here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now with CR for Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $259 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly for $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is for tax, title, fees, and for payment. Sale ends September 30th, 2021. Plus supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Whitlock out of the shotgun, 1st and 10 from the 38. And they'll go back here to the tailback, Getico, and Getico goes to another Belle Vernon first down. I think he got it there, Steve, down to the 48. And Getico's ran the ball well for Belle Vernon tonight. Kearney brought him down defensively. We didn't know how much defensive time Kearney would get tonight due to the fact that he was a first-team tailback. We're told his defensive reps might be a little bit limited, but Kearney actually came in leading the Mustangs with 38 tackles.
Now, big run there by the Leopards, just quick off the line, big holes.
1st and 10 now from the Belle Vernon 48. Whitlock play fake, rolling out to the near side, now pulls it down, well contained by the Mustangs defensively, limiting Whitlock to just 2 there on the run to bring up 2nd down and 8.
Down by number 10, Brian Yorchik.
Brian Yorchik, the first Mustang to get to him, and Kearney added a little assist as well. So 2nd and 8, we're down to 8:18 left before halftime. Pretty quick moving first half, Steve.
Yep, a lot of runs. And the passing has been a lot of screens which have been completed and stayed in bounds, so the clock continues to roll.
Just that one touchdown, the Whitlock punt return TD. 2nd and 8. Whitlock to Getico again on the far side with some running. Or look out here inside the 40, 35, 30. Getico inside the 20 and ruled down here right around the 19-yard line. 31-yard run for Getico. Hunter Kuzer finally brought him down. And the Leps now set up here in the Mustangs red zone.
30 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 here from the Mustang 20. The Leps getting it done on the ground. And just a lone special teams touchdown tonight. 2nd time they've gotten into the red zone. Remember, Yorchik stripped Rukonen the last time they got down here. Whitlock now out of the gun. Rukonen coming in motion out of the near side. Whitlock takes the snap, little pitch, going back to Getico again, has some blockers, turns the corner, inside the 15, inside the 10, and run out of bounds right around the 6-yard line. 14-yard run again for Jade Getico. Gallagher brought him down.
And the clock continues to wind. A fast-moving first half, and the Mustangs, even if the Leopards score here, are still in the game, but they've got to do something offensively, Brian. They have not been able to muster any consistency on the offense.
1st and goal now from the 5-yard line. Whitlock out of the gun. Getico remaining off to his left. Whitlock play fake going back to the far side. Blockers out in front. Whitlock with his speed takes it inside the pylon for a Belle Vernon touchdown. Whitlock his 2nd TD of the night, and the Leopards go up 13-0 here at the 6:40 mark of the opening quarter.
Just student body right, just around the right corner, able to get in pretty easily.
So Whitlock has now accounted for 14 touchdowns. This is the 5th Leopards game played so far this year, and he is very dynamic. On the Belle Vernon side, he got a preferred walk-on offer from West Virginia today. Got a scholarship offer from the Citadel yesterday, and now Kovac for the extra point up on the way and good. And it's a 14-0 lead for Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. 6:40 left before halftime. We're back in 60 seconds here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
It's a night we go your way all around.
It's a fact. We're striving harder to get you farther.
Have you ever been at a Fact bus stop and wondered where your bus was? Now you can track all Fact fixed route buses in real time. Go to factbus.com or download the Fact Bus Route app for your cell phone or tablet from the Google App Store. It's free. And don't forget, all Fact fixed route buses now have free Wi-Fi. For more information and for rates and routes, go to factbus.com or call 724-628-RIDE.
Forget the bus and grab the bus. Come along and ride with us. It's a fact. We're Fayette County's public transit.
Laurel Highlands will have to try to get the offense going. It's Belle Vernon 14, Laurel Highlands nothing. 6:40 left before halftime, and a pair of Devin Whitlock touchdowns. The difference so far tonight, Steve, but he's gotten some nice support tonight as well from Jake Gettico. Again, you have Belle Vernon playing without their starting tailback, Quentin Martin. Laurel Highlands without their top two tailbacks. No Ben Wilson, no Eric Allen tonight. Caden Friel starting tight end. He's also out. And both of these teams a little short-handed. But Devin Whitlock's been the difference in this one so far.
Well, it's that time of year. Both teams have played 5 games, so.
This is actually the 5th for Belle Vernon. They did not play in week 0.
Okay, but they after a few games, things happen. Players get nicked up, and surprisingly, they're not sending Gallagher back to return the kick, which really surprises me.
He's standing here on the near sidelines. Gonna have Keandre to Shields as the deep man back here for Laurel Highlands. We're just giving Rod a little bit of a rest, but still very surprised, just knowing the fact that he has the ability to make that big play on special teams at any time.
Yeah, I'm surprised at that, to be honest. With
Kovac will get set here to kick it off. And the Mustangs, it's a very important offensive possession, Steve, already down 2 scores. You give it back to Belle Vernon with time on the clock left before halftime. They would have the ability to go up 3 touchdowns going to the locker room. And a little short kick.
Let it go.
Picked up here by Joe Chamber. Check that, Matt Lucas. Lucas scooping it up here right around the 20-yard line. They get driven down, and you're right. They could have let that go.
Why did they do that? I don't know.
Taking it to 35.
I know. I mean, the ball could have went down the sideline, but it looked like it was going out of bounds for sure, didn't it?
Yes. Still maybe rather be safe than sorry for Lucas.
Well, he could have. He had time. Nobody near him.
Now from the 20-yard line, Gallagher back out there for the Mustangs. Let's see what Coach Colasar has up his sleeve here for this Mustang possession. Gallagher with Carney off to his left, triple left formation. Joe Chambers lone wide out to the near side, and they have Whitlock on Chambers defensively with close coverage. Rod's going to put it up. Pass was tipped and falls incomplete. Was knocked down there by Belle Vernon's Logan Hoffman, number 43.
The old tip drill.
Yes. You got to watch those. But interesting, Steve, how tight Whitlock was playing Chambers right on the line. That's going to make it.
Well, I don't think he's concerned that Chambers is going to run by him.
Correct, especially with Devin's speed. I mean, he's right in his face on the line of scrimmage. And Rod's rolling out to the far side now on the 2nd and 10. He'll pull it down and just slipped on the cut up the field and just got a yard. I mean, bring up 3rd down and 9. We've seen the Mustangs go down a couple of times, Steve, on this gold turf. I wouldn't anticipate it's any slicker than the green turf anywhere else, right?
Well, it looks to me like it's tighter. You know what I mean? Like it's cut low, like a green cut lower.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It just looks a little lower. And, you know, this time of night when it gets cool, you could have some dew out there.
3rd down and 8.
3rd down, they're going to call it 8. Ball just shy of the 22-yard line. Triple right set. They're going to split out Lehue. Rod's going to put it up again. Looking deep far side. Keandre beat his man and has it on the run. Inside the 40, breaks a tackle. Keandre inside the 20, and he's going to score a Laurel Highlands touchdown from 78 yards out. Gallagher to Keandre to Shields.
And no flags.
Just what the doctor ordered for Laurel Highlands. Big time play. Rodsall, single coverage down the far side. And Keandre DeShields, a 78-yard touchdown reception. And Laurel Highlands is right back in this game, down 14-6. And I cannot emphasize, Steve, how huge that was for Laurel Highlands.
Pretty big play. Nice job by the Shields to break away.
And Keandre, a kid that didn't even play high school football a season ago. High snap coming back. Radcliffe's kick on the way. And good. And the Mustangs right back in this game. It's Belle Vernon 14, Laurel Highlands 7. 5:38 left before halftime. And we're back in 60 seconds here on the CR Bronner Group High School Sports Night.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
Lease Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 2950 for your quote. Lee's wishes all the area football teams good luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
Back here at James Weir Stadium. What a big play there, Steve. For the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, Rodney Gallagher to Keandre DeShields, 78-yard touchdown pass. Radcliffe adding the extra point. It's 14-7 with 5:38 left before halftime.
Yeah, great throw, and it was also a great catch. He caught him right in stride. Looked like a defender had his chance to wrap up his legs from behind, and DeShields did a good job of galloping out of that and was able to get to the house.
Radcliffe squib kick, trying to keep it away there from Whitlock, and Gedico will take it here, and he has a seam. Look out, flag on the play. Gedico takes it to the 45, and Hunter Kuzier a little slow in getting up there for the Mustangs, and might be a block in the back or holding penalty here against Belle Vernon with a flag thrown at the Leopards' 32-yard line.
That's usually the call, but let's see what...
There's a holding penalty against Belle Vernon going on Cole Waitman. Nice having the referees mic'd up tonight as well, Steve.
Yeah, they got all the tricks tonight. They got everything.
All the bells and whistles.
Yep, like a real-time, big-time football game tonight.
See the Mustang band on the far side. And what a great student section tonight as well for Laurel Highlands.
Throwing some smoke bombs over there, weren't they? Some red and blue and pink smoke bombs after that touchdown. Finally had a good reason to celebrate.
Yeah, the Brian, train whistle going off all the time, too, and the Leopards getting to the red zone.
Can you see Pratt down there still? Is he on the bench, sitting on the bench? I can't see the bench.
I'm looking around, not seeing him right now.
Maybe they might have took him.
Well, he's out in the secondary.
Oh, is he back?
Yes, he's back in the secondary right now, and the Leopards will take over here from their own 22-yard line, and they're going to go back on the inside to Gedico, and he's going to lose yardage. Yorchik finished him off on the play.
And he got the football.
He was hit initially.
The ball, but I think they're going to blow it dead, probably correctly. Forward progress stop, but Yorchik gets his nose in there and pulls that ball out, and he came out of there with it, but it was too late.
That was a 4-yard loss on the play from the Mustang defense. Setting up a 2nd and 14 as we go under 5 minutes left before halftime. 3 receivers out there for Belle Vernon. 2 split out to the far side. Line of scrimmage, the Leopards 18. Pair of protector backs back there for Whitlock. He's going to pull it down and look to run. Devin Whitlock at the 30. And coming forward for a Belle Vernon first down, 15-yard run down to the 33-yard line. And another nice scamper from Devin Whitlock.
Well, he makes it look easy, doesn't he?
A lot of speed out there.
So fast.
And I think his size, Steve, one of the reasons he has not been getting the type of offers that Ronnie Gallagher has been getting on the other side for Laurel Highlands. Gallagher a couple of inches taller Whitlock actually weighs more as far as the rosters go. 5'8", 175. Gallagher 5'11", 170.
He doesn't look 5'8" out there, does he, compared to the rest of the guys? That's the thing. He just looks small, but he is one quick football player.
You've had a lot of small backs, though, that have had very successful football careers. Devin looking to put it up. Not much there. He's going to pull it down, look to run here on the near side, and Whitlock just a minimal gain there. Barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe picked up a yard to bring up 2nd and 9 down to the Leopards 33. Clock stop, 4:03 left before halftime. Belle Vernon leading Laurel Highlands 14-7 if you're just joining us. Packed house tonight at the beach at James Weir Stadium. Actually ruled it no gain, so 2nd and 10 now from the 33. Leopards break the huddle, triple right formation. You have Rukonen out there along with Tanner Stieber and Evan Polotz. And Whitlock with a high snap coming back. Inside handoff going to Gedico again, and Gedico picking up 7, and good pursuit coming in there. I think that was Jaden Pratt that came in to make the tackle. Yes, it was for Laurel Highlands defensively. And Gedico picking up 6, maybe 7 there to bring up a 3rd down and 3.
That had the look of a big gain, and it was. 7 yards is a good gain on any play, but that looked like he was going to break up off the right side and get 15 or 20 more yards, but Pratt came in there and laid a pretty good hit on him.
Big play here, 3rd and 3, triple left formation. Whitlock out of the gun, pulls it down, looks to run, has blockers out in front. Look out here, Whitlock into Laurel Highlands territory, and finally tapped out of bounds there by Joe Chambers, and Rodney Gallagher defensively will check the flag, thrown back at the 41. Could this be coming back? Yes, it is. Holding against Belle Vernon. So you would have had a Belle Vernon 1st down in Laurel Highlands territory, but they'll push it back. And you're going to have 3rd, Stephen, probably about 13 here for Belle Vernon. Call it 3rd and 12, line of scrimmage the 31. They need the Belle Vernon 43 for a 1st down. That was a huge break for Laurel Highlands.
Yes, it was.
3:16 now left before halftime. So 3rd and 12 here for Belle Vernon. Whitlock back out of the gun. Gedico off to his right. They reposition Don Gilly, the fullback, right side of the line. Whitlock takes the snap, rolls to the far side. He's going to heave it deep. Rukonen there behind his shields, but the pass never got his way. Falls incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down, and the Laurel Highlands defense with a big-time stop.
No flags, going to bring up 4th down at 12, so you'll see a punt, and they will put Gallagher back for the punt return.
Remember, he had a punt return touchdown 2 weeks ago against Ringgold.
It's tougher in high school for a punter to angle away, and our guy, Radcliffe, did a good job last time for the Mustangs.
Kovac standing back at the 16. Low snap coming back. He'll get it away. This will bounce in front of Gallagher. Couple of bounces. Tough play there. A little juggle. Gallagher regains. And look out here. He's taken off to the far side. He's at the 25-30. Ronald a high step there across the 35 and run out of bounds at the 40-yard line. So Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10 when we come back. 2:54 left before halftime. Leopards up 14-7. We're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. That's 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business.
Laurel Highlands looking to tie it up, going to the locker room. Steve will start this drive at their own 37-yard line. Rod inside handoff, and that one went to Carney, and he got plugged up and lost 2. Back to the 36.
Yeah, good job by the Leopards up front. That was number 22. Moody got in there and made a nice play.
If you're the Mustangs on offense, how quick do you want to go here? You have 2:28 now left before halftime. If you get a first down or two and continue the drive, it's great. You want some time, but you don't want to give the football back to Belle Vernon with too much time on the clock either. Triple right set here, 2nd and 11. Rod's going to put it up, quick out near side. And did Joe Chambers hang on? They're going to say he did at the 39-yard line. That ball might have hit the turf.
Yeah, I think it did hit the turf. And
now they're going to say incomplete. Initially signaled a completion. It would have only been a 2-yard gain.
Well, the official from the Laurel Highlands sideline directly behind the receiver, he probably couldn't see that ball, but the field judge here down on the sideline, he had a better view, and he came in and waved it off, and I think he was correct.
I saw it hit the turf, was right in front of us.
Yeah.
3rd and 11, down at 2:11 left before halftime. Mustangs down 14-7. Gallagher back out of the gun. Carney to his right. Triple right formation for the Mustang 37. They'll split Carney out as Gallagher takes the snap. Steps up, looks to run. Gallagher, the 40-45, has a first down across midfield and steps out of bounds to the Belle Vernon 48-yard line. Another productive play there from Ronnie Gallagher, picking up 15 yards and a Mustang first down.
Quarterback draw all the way, Brian. He had no intention of throwing that thing. And he spread the receivers out. The sidecar went to the right. He let everything kind of spread out, waited patiently, and then took off.
2:05 left before halftime. Mustangs now have it in Belle Vernon territory at the 48. Gallagher out of the shotgun. Mustangs going empty. Trips to the near side. Twin receivers to the short side of the field. Ball on the far hash mark as Gallagher works out of the shotgun. Gallagher takes the snap. Another design quarterback run the entire way. Try to go on the inside and lost a yard back to the 49.
It's okay. Keeps the clock moving.
Correct.
And I think the Mustangs would be probably pleased at worst to get into the locker room at 14-7. But you never know. They might, you know, it's cool, but there's no wind blowing at all. So if you get inside the 30, you got a legitimate shot for a field goal.
Both Lucas and Radcliffe have a good leg for Laurel Highlands. Ryan Pyro now checking back in for the Mustangs. DeMonte Kiss taking a seat.
Both teams have all their timeouts left in this first half, and you don't get to save them for the second half.
2nd and 11. Again, they're going empty, coming in motion. Now the play whistled down. Jaden Pratt was coming in motion. I think a timeout was taken by Laurel Highlands before the snaps. Will take it as well. 1:18 left before halftime. 14-7. Leopards were back in 60 here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Trinity United Presbyterian Church in Uniontown is celebrating the church building's 125th anniversary. The first weekend of October will be filled with events to commemorate Trinity's historical church presence here in Uniontown. Here's a list of what will be going on. Friday, October 1st at 7:30 p.m., there will be a free organ concert at the church building, located at 79 West Fayette Street. Saturday, October 2nd from noon to 5, bring the family to Story Square for music, games, and food. And on Sunday, October 3rd, join us for worship at 11 a.m. to hear Trinity's chancel and handbell choirs. We hope to see you this October.
We're back here at Mustang. Check that back here at James Weir Stadium for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Belle Vernon Leopards. 1:18 left before halftime. The Mustangs with a 2nd and 11 upcoming. They still have 2 timeouts remaining. We'll see how aggressive they get here on the offensive front, but Laurel Highlands has had a lot of success on those runs from Ronnie Gallagher so far tonight. The Mustangs will break the huddle. Again, they'll stay empty here again. Twin receivers to the far side. Trips right to the wide side of the field. 2nd and 11 for Laurel Highlands. Pratt coming in motion. Play fake. Rod hangs in there. Single coverage far side. Keandre again. Goes up and gets it. Lost the football. They're going to rule it incomplete. He was coming down and just couldn't hang on, and it would have been about a 35-yard gain there inside the 15 if he was able to hang on.
Boy, that was really close to being a catch.
And a fumble.
Or a catch and just down by contact, or incomplete, and the official went with the incomplete.
Have to thank our video stream sponsors tonight as well, M&R Transit and Shop and Save, Walnut Hill Plaza, Uniontown. Also, Steve, a big game for our presenting sponsor, the C. Harper Auto Group. They're located right up the road from here.
Yeah, we just passed on the way in.
So you got timeout taken here by Belle Vernon, so we'll take one as well. 1:11 left before halftime, 14-7 Leopards. We're back at 60 here in the CR Parada Group High School Sports Tonight.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Did you take your medications this morning? Apothecary Pharmacy now offers Apotipacks. All your medications come in pre-sorted packs organized by the date and time you take them. From seniors to caregivers to parents whose children take medications at school to travelers, Apotipacks helps people know when and how to take their medicines. It's free to make the switch from bottles. Call us at 724-437-7801. That's 724-437-7801 to get started with Apotipacks. Ask us about free delivery.
Back here at James Weir Stadium, 1:11 left before halftime. Laurel Highlands and Belle Vernon now 2 timeouts remaining apiece. The Mustangs with a 3rd and 11 upcoming. Football at the Belle Vernon 49-yard line. Brian Morozak along with Steve Supert, Billy Dice behind the camera, Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Leopards up 14-7, pair of Devin Whitlock touchdowns. Ronnie Gallagher, 78-yard touchdown pass to Keandre to Shields. Putting the Mustangs on the scoreboard tonight as well. Now Laurel Highlands looking for more, but a big play upcoming here, 3rd and 11. As Rod works out of the shotgun, triple right set. And Rod takes the snap, hangs in the pocket, now looks to run, steps up, and Rod lowers the shoulder and pushed out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line. It's going to bring up an interesting call here, Steve. 4th and maybe a long 2, short 3. 1:04 left before halftime, and you're down 7 in the game.
Well, it's going to be 4th and 4, but they are not going to punt to Whitlock. Yeah, he took the last one back easily, and you're better off just going for it. Even if you turn it over, at least you're making them go a long field, not giving a chance for a big play.
Rolled 4th and 4. They said Rod was out of bounds at the Belle Vernon 42. They reset Pratt in the slot right. Now reposition Lehue to the right of Gallagher in the backfield. Now split out Lucas to the near side as well as Gallagher takes the snap. He'll roll towards the near side, throws on the run, has a man, Jaden Pratt. Laurel Highlands first down at the Belle Vernon 34. 8-yard pickup and a Mustang first down. Clock stops momentarily after the first down, and that was a huge 4th down pickup there for the Mustangs. Now Laurel Highlands going quickly. Again, Lehue to the right of Gallagher. Gallagher takes the snap. He's looking in the middle. The pass is intercepted. Was not on the same page as Pratt there, and he got picked off by Evan Polott.
And Pratt didn't turn around for the ball and just kept running, and he's looking back at Gallagher again, but he's just, that's the second time they've done that today, and Coach is furious with him and sending him back out on the field. But
and that was also, Steve, a quick set, no huddle play, and you wonder.
Pratt just, he's got to calm down a little bit. He's screaming at Pratt.
So now an opportunity here for Belle Vernon. They have 2 timeouts remaining, 44 seconds left before halftime. Of course, have that big strike ability with Devin Whitlock. They'll have the football here at their own 37-yard line. Certainly a better running team than a passing team, but they have some pretty good wide receivers as well. Whitlock, a little play fake coming here on the near side. Need to contain him. Look out here, Devin Whitlock into the secondary, inside the 40, inside the 30. Whitlock with a big run down the far side, inside the 10. Did they push him out? And they pushed him out. Let's see where they're going to rule him out here, Steve. Inside the 5, down right around the 2-yard line. Wow, what a run from Whitlock. He went 65 yards to set up a 1st and goal with 30 seconds left before halftime, and that interception might loom large on the other side.
Yeah.
Forced out of bounds at around the 2-yard line.
That's the understatement of the game so far, Brian. But yeah, he just I don't know if Pratt didn't think the pass was going to come. Blitz coming, the receiver's got to turn around, and now the Mustangs need to stiffen up defensively, and they're going to call timeout.
Give a little T formation here in the backfield. Laurel Highlands will take it. We'll step aside for a quick 30. It's Belle Vernon 14, Laurel Highlands 7. For the Leps going in. We're back in 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
On November 2nd, vote for Jason Cox, your nominee on both the Democratic and Republican ballot for magisterial district judge in the city of Uniontown. Jason Cox is happy to see all of our local student athletes working hard on and off the field and would like to wish all of our local teams the best of luck this year and in all their future endeavors. Remember, on November 2nd, vote for Jason Cox, your nominee on both the Democratic and Republican ballot for magisterial district judge in the city of Uniontown.
Back here at James Weir Stadium. So the situation here, Steve, after the Belle Vernon interception, it's 14-7 Leopards. You had a Devin Whitlock 65-yard run, setting up a 1st and goal now from the Laurel Highlands 2. Leopards 2 timeouts remaining. They can really do whatever they want at this juncture of the field. Before the timeout, they came out tight, and they're going to do that here again with a little T formation behind Rod. Behind Whitlock. And Whitlock under center. He's going to hand off there again, and that's going to be a touchdown for Jake Gedico from 2 yards out. So Gedico had some nice runs here in the first half. Ends this 2-play drive with a 2-yard run and puts Belle Vernon back up 13 at 20-7. And you could have had Laurel Highlands, Steve, going the other way, tying it up, going to the locker room. For the turnover now gives Belle Vernon a 2-score lead. And Jake Kovac an opportunity here to make the lead back to 14. Snap coming back. Stieber puts it down. And the kick from Kovac is good. So with 27 seconds left here in the first half, it's Belle Vernon 21, Laurel Highlands 7. And we're back in 60 here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now with your First Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $259 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit cheharperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly for $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title, fees, and first payment. Sale ends September 30th, 2021. Plus supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to the Uniontown Red Raiders, Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and all our local teams for a successful season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It is the result of the hard work of the players and coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Uniontown Red Raiders, Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and all our local teams for continued success this season. For Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning.
Laurel Highlands sending Ronnie Gallagher back deep to receive. 27 seconds left before halftime. So you had an interception, a Whitlock 65-yard run, setting up Gedico on a 2-yard touchdown run. Kovac adding the extra point. And it's 21-7 Belle Vernon here with 27 seconds left before halftime.
And if you think about it, it's been about 3 or 4 plays that have made the difference in this
Correct.
game.
That could have been a 14-point swing. You also had the
punt return
touchdown from Whitlock, which got the scoring started. Of course, Laurel Highlands' touchdown was a 78-yard pass from Gallagher to Keandre to Shields. Now, this one is sent away by Kovac. Rod has it here at the 10-yard line, 15-20. Rod looking for running room here on the near side. Tries to cut at the 25. Another little slip there, Steve. And Ron gets down to the 27-yard line. You might be right there, Steve, with a little dew on the turf and with it being cut a little bit tighter there. That could be playing a factor out there, especially for the Mustangs, who aren't as familiar with this surface as Belle Vernon is.
It looks firm and tight, and those spikes are probably not digging in like they do back at the Laurel Highlands, the new turf. So I wonder if they maybe have to have shorter cleats here, but they're not, I don't know if they have, 3-4 sets of cleats like a lot of the college or pro teams do.
What do you do here? 20 seconds left before halftime. You have only one timeout remaining.
Probably another quarterback draw, I'm guessing.
Going to go empty here with Rod taking the snap, and you got that one right. Just like Tony Romo, quarterback draw. Yeah. Getting 6. The Mustangs might take that into the locker room.
It didn't take much knowledge to figure that out. I mean, you just threw an interception, and it was miscommunication. There's 2 of those that he threw to Pratt that either Pratt didn't go the right route or he threw it the wrong way. But either way, they're turnovers, and they were both costly.
That'll be the final play of the first half. 21-7. Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands here at the break. Stay tuned for our halftime show. It's being brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy, located inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Marketing. And here at the break, Belle Vernon 21, Laurel Highlands 7. We're back to recap the first half scoring and first half stats. Scores from around the WPIAL. I'm told E. McMeans might even join us here at halftime as well. That and more coming your way next from James Weir Stadium in Ross Draper Township, with Belle Vernon leading Laurel Highlands 21-7 here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch Jr.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Hello, Fayette County. My name is Tracy L. Vargo, and I am your incumbent candidate in the upcoming election. I am honored and privileged to have been elected in 2017 as the Fayette County Recorder of Deeds, and so blessed to have worked in that same office for 30 years. With my qualifications, dedication, and hands-on experience, I have the ability both effectively and efficiently to move the office forward for the citizens of Fayette County. I kindly ask that you vote for me, Tracy L. Vargo, for Fayette County Recorder of Deeds on November 2nd. Thank you and God bless.
Paid for by the candidate.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
Don't fall behind on your home improvement projects. Let First Federal of Greene County help with the heavy lifting. Planning to remodel your kitchen or bath? Considering an addition, patio, or new roof? First Federal gives you all the tools you need. FHA Title I improvement loans, home equity loans, construction loans, and owner-builder loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch Jr.
Chris Parker Jr., it's your 20th anniversary.
We're celebrating 20 years as your local Hyundai dealer and over 60 years in the car business. We are so grateful for our loyal customers. We appreciate their repeat business and referrals, as well as Hyundai's support.
You always have great deals, so customers keep coming back.
There are super deals on all our new Hyundais, including 0% financing available on select new 2021 models, plus 3-year free maintenance on all new Hyundais. And Hyundai donates to pediatric cancer research with every purchase.
0% financing and free sounds good to me.
In the used car market, check out our certified pre-owned Hyundais with the balance of the 100,000-mile powertrain warranty included. Not in the market to buy a car? Autoland is interested in purchasing your vehicle.
Plus, every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Assurance, America's best warranty with 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain protection. Visit their website, AutolandHyundai.com, or stop in Autoland Hyundai, East Fayette Street, Uniontown.
You always pay less to drive the best at Autoland.
We're back here at James Weir Stadium in Ross Draper Township, 21-7. Belle Vernon leading Laurel Highlands here at halftime. Our halftime show getting brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy, located inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market. You're used to hearing him during our Sproul's Insurance Group pregame show, but E. McMeans is here live tonight on his tour of the WPIAL. And what a game to attend. Great atmosphere here at James Weir Stadium tonight.
It's been absolutely a treat to come here to the beach and watch this game. It's quite the experience to come here and see it in person. You know, you see pictures of the turf, you hear about it, but seeing it in person is certainly an experience. And it's been a great turnout all around. I mean, the stadium was packed with fans from both teams, and even coming into the game, I saw people with shirts from California, from Menneson, from Albert Gallatin. This was the premier event in Western Pennsylvania, this weekend, and people turned out for it. And it's been a heck of a first half. Laurel Highlands has hung in there with Belle Vernon and showed they can play with this team. And, Belle Vernon just beat Thomas Jefferson last week. So it's been competitive. And, unfortunately, we kind of had that 14-point swing right before halftime with the interception and then that moment of Whitlock magic where he took that 61 yards down the sideline.
And you look at Belle Vernon, the back-to-back home games they've had. What an electric atmosphere last week for the TJ game. And then you come back and take on an undefeated Laurel Highlands team. You could arguably say that might have been the biggest back-to-back home games Belle Vernon's ever had in their school history.
Oh, quite possibly, yeah. And, the student sections for both teams have really turned out, and you could definitely see the community support driving in. It was packed on the roads trying to get in here. We had to park in a field, which is kind of the quintessential Western Pennsylvania high school football experience of parking in a field. So it was, all around just a great atmosphere here in James Weir Stadium. And, it's going to be an exciting second half that, Laurel Highlands really didn't get a lot going on the ground. Kind of trying to run up the middle was tough. Belle Vernon's really good in the trenches, especially, through the middle of their defense. But when Laurel Highlands was able to get to the outside, they were able to get some yards. And, they hit the one long pass down the sideline for a touchdown and had another one that was just dropped down the same sideline that could have potentially, really put them right back in the game.
I was very impressed with Jedico as well. The backup tailback for Belle Vernon has filled in for Quentin Martin nicely. And how about all of Laurel Highlands' injuries they had coming into this game? Eric Allen, Ben Wilson, Tajai Hooper, Caden Friel, all out of the lineup. Without those guys, the Mustangs could have very easily been tied with Belle Vernon going to the locker room.
Yeah, definitely. Keandre DeShields is playing a heck of a game on the outside, and even defensively, Rodney Gallagher's been all over the place trying to trail Devin Whitlock. The next to last Belle Vernon drive, Gallagher made a tackle on the left sideline on one play, then came all the way across the field, made a tackle on the right sideline on the next play. So, it's kind of fun just to watch him and Whitlock go back and forth with each other, kind of patting each other on the back after plays, how often they've played together head-to-head, not only in football but also in basketball.
I mean, it was a fun first half. We'll let you get back to the family and enjoy the second half. We appreciate you taking some time and joining us here at halftime. We'll talk to you during the pregame show next week on another big matchup, Laurel Highlands and TJ. Mustangs could be competitive against the Jags next week.
Yeah, they're playing well against Belle Vernon and could do it again next week. Just right before I go, one quick score to keep an eye on. Southern Columbia, who has the longest winning streak in the state, is down 31-14 against Wyomissing.
Wow.
And if Southern Columbia wins that game, they would tie Clairton's state record for a winning streak. So everyone in Western Pennsylvania is a Wyomissing fan right now.
Yes, we'll keep an eye on that one as well. 21-7, Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands here at the break. Ian McMeans joining me here at halftime. Ian, again, appreciate the time. Enjoy the second half with the family.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me.
That's Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz joining us here at the break. Again, 21-7, Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. Steve's back with halftime stats. We'll also recap the first half scoring and have some more scores from around the WPIAL. When our halftime show brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy returns here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
The high school football season is here. Donnie Arthur's Buyers Market, Connellsville Street, and Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke are teaming up to cheer on our local high school football team. Bill and Donnie are proud to support our local districts and wish all the players, cheerleaders, band members, students, parents, and teachers a successful school year and football season. Don't forget to stop by Donnie Arthur's Buyers Market on Connellsville Street before the game to pick up your favorite snacks, drinks, or sandwiches. Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
I'm attorney Bill Martin of Radcliffe Law, and I've handled all sorts of workplace accident cases over the past 10 years. When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work. But you may not be physically ready to return. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call our workers' compensation team at Radcliffe Law at 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you and answer your questions at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
It's football season, and before you know it, snow. It's not too early to think about winter tires. Tireman Auto Garage has the cheapest prices in town on new and used tires, winter tires, plus semi-truck tires and more. Add credit, no credit, financing's available through ACIMA with only $53 down. Tireman's Auto Garage also offers alignments at the cheapest prices in town, Pennsylvania State inspection, and so much more. Tireman's Auto Garage next to Sherwin-Williams, 724-425-9606.
On November 2nd, vote for Jason Cox, your nominee on both the Democratic and Republican ballot for magisterial district judge in the city of Uniontown. Jason Cox is happy to see all of our local student athletes working hard on and off the field and would like to wish all of our local teams the best of luck this year and in all their future endeavors. Remember, on November 2nd, vote for Jason Cox, your nominee on both the Democratic and Republican ballot for magisterial district judge in the city of Uniontown.
Lease Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lease does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lease does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lease wishes all the area football teams good luck this season from Lease Plumbing and Excavating.
North Union Township Supervisor Curtis Matthews, along with his fellow supervisors, wish all of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck this year. Kurt Matthews knows that dedication and teamwork are what it takes to keep moving forward, and that is exactly what Kurt has done for over 17 years in North Union Township. Kurt Matthews knows that teamwork, experience, and dedication are what it takes. Keep the team together. Vote for Kurt Matthews.
Paid for by the Friends to re-elect Kurt Matthews.
COVID-19 vaccines teach your body to recognize and fight the COVID virus. You can get this vaccine at no cost to you at Peachin Pharmacy in Connellsville. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. Help protect yourself and your loved ones. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy. Visit peachinpharmacy.com for more information.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Halftime here at James Weir Stadium, 21-7. Belle Vernon leading Laurel Highlands. Steve, is your halftime stats are being brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm.
Okay, thanks, Brian. The pretty good first half. There's a lot of big plays. Mustangs on offense. Gallagher was 9 out of 16 with one interception, one touchdown, 146 yards. Those catches spread out pretty good. Pratt had one for 8 yards. Lehue 1 for 13. The Shields had 3 for 97, and the score, Kiss had 3 for 18 yards, and Pyro had 1 for 10. On the ground, it was mostly Gallagher, 9 carries, 46 yards, and Carney had 5 carries for just 1 yard. In all, the Mustangs ran 30 plays on offense, 146 yards in the air, 47 on the ground, 109.
Whitlock back deep to receive. Going to have to thank all of the folks tuning in on our live stream tonight as well. Our live stream video coverage brought to you by M&R Transit and Shop and Save in the Walnut Hill Plaza in Uniontown. Usually, Steve would like to say hello to a lot of the folks on the live stream, but there have been so many online tonight, we couldn't say hello to everybody.
I'll say hi. Can I say hi to John Canty?
Yes, you can.
I just
did.
I already did. John Canty listening down in Florida. He texted me for the link, and he's rooting on the Mustangs for sure. And I saw him here. He was here back for homecoming last week. It was good to see him.
50-50 paid over $2,000. Yeah. We entered. We didn't win.
We haven't won in 15 or 20 years now, right? We haven't won once.
Radcliffe sends it away, and a nice little run back here again on the return there. Jetico take it close to midfield. You had Whitlock on the near side, Jetico on the far side, and Jetico took that one close to Mustang territory.
Just another big play for the Belle Vernon Leopards. And the Mustangs have given up some big plays, and they've had some good plays defensively. And the official, what's the official going to tell us?
Injury timeout.
A Mustang down over there. Let's see if I get the binoculars on there and see who that is. That's
UPMC, Centers for Rehab Services injury timeout. Brought to you by UPMC Centers for Rehab Services, the leaders in physical therapy. Visit physical therapist Jim Burns on Wayland Smith Drive or phone 724-437-7500. The Centers for Rehab Services, relief is closer than you think. Able to tell yet, Steve, who that is?
Number 8.
Hunter Kuzier down for the Mustangs. Hunter's played a solid game tonight. So 11:52 left here in the third, 21-7 Belle Vernon. We'll step aside for a quick 30-second timeout while they attend to Hunter Kuzier here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Trinity United Presbyterian Church in Uniontown is celebrating the church building's 125th anniversary. The first weekend of October will be filled with events to commemorate Trinity's historical church presence here in Uniontown. Here's a list of what will be going on. Friday, October 1st at 7:30 p.m., there will be a free organ concert at the church building, located at 79 West Fayette Street. Saturday, October 2nd from noon to 5, bring the family to Story Square for music, games, and food. And on Sunday, October 3rd, join us for worship at 11 a.m. to hear Trinity's chancel and handbell choirs. We hope to see you this October.
Back here at James Weir Stadium, and good news, Steve, Hunter Kuzier walking off under his own power.
Yep, he's walking off. He looks stretching his arm, but his hand, holding his hand.
Mustang trainer Bill Logue there, along with head coach Richie Colasar, checking on Hunter.
He looks a little wobbly there, doesn't he? He's gingerly kind of walking off.
So big possession here. Belle Vernon an opportunity to go up 3 scores. They're up 21-7, and they have great field position to start this drive at their own 49-yard line with Whitlock out of the shotgun. Jedico to his left, and he'll get the football. Look out here. Jedico with a flag on the play. Inside the 30, inside the 20, and Jedico still going down the far sideline. He's going to get in for a touchdown, but I think it's coming back. Would have been a 51-yard run. And a holding penalty here against Belle Vernon. Mustangs extremely lucky there, because Jedico ran right through that defense.
He did, and there's been a couple of big plays now that Belle Vernon got called back for holdings, or else this could be a lot worse. But the Mustangs, usually a holding call will spring somebody, but you never know, what it affected. We don't have the replay going right now, but
he had some good yards there down the field, well away from the holding penalty as well, making some moves. And Jedico, a pretty good 1-2 punch along with Martin when they get Quentin back into the lineup. Yeah,
it's just you wonder what it does to the mental aspect of the Mustang players. They just got to be getting a little down. They're getting torched for some big plays.
Now 1st and 15 after the holding penalty. Whitlock back out of the gun. They're going to go right back to Jedico, almost the same play. This time the Mustangs hem him in there. He was slowed down initially by Isaiah Sumter, and then the Mustangs got a little help in there as well to finish him off. Just a minimal gain. Caleb Rafe also over there to slow down the attack. Just about a 1-yard gain on the play to bring up 2nd and 14.
Big play here. Mustangs, you got to watch for Whitlock with the read option.
Line of scrimmage, the Belle Vernon 46-yard line. Whitlock's looking like he was going to throw him, and a nice move to his right, and look out here. Whitlock into the secondary inside the 40-30, spinning forward at the 27-yard line. That's where he's upended. But Devin Whitlock picking up 27 yards there and another Belle Vernon first down.
He's really good, Brian. There was 3 or 4 Mustangs that got good shots at him and hands on him, and he just bounces off. He's got to be really strong to do that, and he's also fast. And that's just a good football play right there by a good football player, and the Mustangs need to wrap him up.
And sometimes being smaller, Steve, at this level, because he's small and quick, can allow him to get away from defenders. And now this one's going to go to the fullback on the run here. It's 35, Craig Don Gilly, picking up his first carry of the season. And Don Gilly getting a couple of yards, maybe 2 down to the 26 to bring up 2nd down and 8.
There's a lot of good football players, even in the NFL, that are small in stature like that. I mean, Tavon Austin wasn't too big, and he's still playing. Yeah, Whitlock's limping.
He's limping a little bit.
Yeah. Like he maybe got
2nd and 8.
Toe, maybe, or it looks like it's something wrong with his foot because he's kind of shaking that foot a little bit.
They'll bring Rukonen in motion here to the near side. Whitlock takes the snap. Going back to Jedico on the far side, and Jedico inside the 10, and he's able to tiptoe the far sidelines and get in a 26-yard touchdown run from Jedico. Jake Jedico's second touchdown of the night, and that puts Belle Vernon on top 27-7.
Pratt just got ran over by Jedico, Brian. He could not tackle him, and Pratt's a pretty big kid, and he just kind of looked like, he just pancaked him, basically, just ran right over. Didn't even try to avoid him, just kind of ran right over him and kept running into the end zone.
Touchdown run occurring here at the 9:38 mark of the third quarter, and now they'll bring in Kovac for the extra point. Belle Vernon starting to flex their muscles, showing why they're the number one team in the WPIAL and the number one team in the state of Pennsylvania. Kovac's extra point on the way and good. And with 9:38 left here in the third quarter, it's Belle Vernon 28, Laurel Highlands 7. We're back in 60 seconds here on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Night.
Hello, Fayette County. My name is Tracy Alvargo, and I am your incumbent candidate in the upcoming election. I am honored and privileged to have been elected in 2017 as the Fayette County Recorder of Deeds, and so blessed to have worked in that same office for 30 years. With my qualifications, dedication, and hands-on experience, I have the ability both effectively and efficiently to move the office forward for the citizens of Fayette County. I kindly ask that you vote for me, Tracy Alvargo, for Fayette County Recorder of Deeds on November 2nd. Thank you and God bless.
Paid for by the candidate.
Going on now with CR for Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $259 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months or 10,000 miles yearly for $3,000 cash trade equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends September 30th, 2021. Plus supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
9:38 left here in the third quarter, 28-7. Belle Vernon leading Laurel Highlands. Jake Jedico a pair of touchdowns. Devin Whitlock a pair of touchdowns on the Belle Vernon side. Lone Laurel Highlands score. Rodney Gallagher to Keandre DeShield's 78-yard touchdown pass that occurred at the 5:38 mark of the second quarter. Both of these teams playing hard, and really a huge drive here for Laurel Highlands. They want to stay in the game. Down 3 scores, early stages of the third quarter.
Yeah, and surprisingly, they do not put Gallagher back there for this kickoff.
Get DeMonte Kiss as the deep man.
Yeah.
Back for Laurel Highlands here. And Kovac will send it away. Now Kovac with the run up. He'll boot it away on the far side. And it's Ryan Pyro at the 12-yard line. And Pyro looking for running room. And he'll get back maybe to the 21. Not much there on the far side for Ryan Pyro. So the Mustangs will start this drive at the 21-yard line. And Gallagher back out there now, Steve, for the Mustangs. And you do have to wonder why they're not using him on some of those kick return situations.
You would think it's probably their best chance to get him out in space away from people, especially you can make somebody miss along the way, and you can make a big play. But
Gallagher out of the shotgun, takes the snap. They'll set up the screen. It's a high little flop over to Jaden Pratt, who gets hit close to the sidelines there, about a 4, maybe 5-yard pickup to Jaden Pratt to bring up second down and 5. And that contact pretty close there, Steve, to the near boundary.
Yeah. Well, if he's still in bounds, he's allowed to get hit. He needs to be ready for that.
So second and 5. 9:25 left here in the third quarter. Brian Morozak along with Steve Supert, Billy Dice behind the camera on Facebook Live tonight. And Nick Barczyk's done a great job not only tonight, but throughout the course of the season back at our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Carney repositioned to the left of Gallagher, who takes the snap. Looking here on the near side, pressure coming from behind. Rod pulls it down and just steps out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage for no gain to bring up third down and 4. And Gallagher just didn't have much there, Steve, down the field.
No. Good coverage. He was looking towards Chambers here on the near sideline, but Whitlock covered him like a blanket.
Again, next week, it's Laurel Highlands and TJ. We're back at Mustang Field, 6 o'clock Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, 7 o'clock opening kickoff. We were scheduled to bring you Uniontown tomorrow against Brashear. That game has been canceled due to COVID issues at Uniontown. Now flags come in, likely a pre-snap penalty here against the Mustangs.
I think that one of the linemen jumped early for Belle Vernon. They might get him off sides.
Referee's talking it over. We'll see which way this one goes. And you're right, Steve. You called it. And that should be enough for a Laurel Highlands first down. We've seen that a couple of times where the Mustangs have been gifted first downs, or even going the other way, where Laurel Highlands, or where Belle Vernon, has had some big plays called back. So a 1st and 10 now for Laurel Highlands from their own 31-yard line.
The Mustangs need to get something good to happen and get a little bit more bounce on their step right now. They look a little
flat,
down and out. Yes.
Gallagher looking to run. Cuts up the field. Again, a little slip there on the cut, and you had Whitlock and company bringing him down right across the 35. But a 4-yard pickup there for Rod to bring up 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, those whatever cleats they're all wearing, the Mustang kids are just a little bit, they're not quite digging into that turf. Again, that turf is firm, tight cut, and those cleats probably are not cutting in.
Rod looks like he's a little glitter on his cleats. Not sure if Billy can zoom in and take a look at Rod's kicks down there, but look a little different than some of his teammates. They're shiny. Going to call this 2nd and 5 from the 36. Rod takes the snap, run the whole way on the near side. Rod at the 40, pushed out of bounds by Whitlock. Should be enough for Laurel Highlands first down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, a positive sign for Laurel Highlands. 8:31 left here in the third, but the Mustangs still find themselves down 21.
Well, they need some big plays. I mean, it's nice to move the ball down the field, keep the ball away from Belle Vernon, but you're running short on time now.
Line of scrimmage, the Laurel Highlands 42. Rod now with Carney off to his right. Triple left formation to the wide side of the field. Ball on the near hash mark as Rod takes the snap. Again, another run here on the near side. Nice block from Carney, and Rod gets 3 up to the 45 to bring up 2nd down and 7. So the Mustangs just trying to put together here a long drive. A lot of plays close to the vest here, but so far they've been productive, slowly moving down the field. Now 2nd and 7.
Well, if you think of, you got the Leopards have been scoring so quickly. You got you give your defense a break, and 2, you got to keep the ball away from them, but you got to score eventually.
Now from the 45, Rod takes the snap. Quick out near side, brought down by Joe Chambers, just shy of midfield, and Joe gets driven back. Should get forward progress here to the 49. 4-yard pickup to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, a couple of big hits by Belle Vernon.
Chambers John a little bit out there.
Yeah, he didn't like the way he got hit, but you know what? He's fighting for yards, and you're not down, you're going to get hit.
Cam Bradley trying to defend Chambers a little bit as well. So now a 3rd and 3, likely 4-down territory. Mustangs down 3 scores. Midway stages of the third quarter. You have it here close to midfield.
Anything close, it's going to be 4-down territory the rest of the game, I would think.
Twin receivers to each side. Carney to the left of Gallagher in the backfield. It's going to be offsides again on Belle Vernon as Ryan McGrew came across the line. And for the 2nd time on this drive, the Mustangs will pick up a first down on a Belle Vernon defensive penalty. And they'll move the sticks. And move it into Leopards territory down to the 46-yard line. So Gallagher back out of the shotgun, in a little tight here on the near side. They'll reposition Pratt out to the far side, set up a triple left formation as Rod takes the snap, hangs in the pocket, steps up, and he'll pull it down, look to run again, slipping on that turf, Steve, and Rod picks up 4, maybe 5, and a late hit coming in here, and another Laurel Highlands first down after the late hit.
I think that was number 23 for Belle Vernon.
Joe Clancher.
Yeah, Gallagher was pretty much forward progress stop. The whistle was, if it wasn't blown, it was getting ready to blow, and the official felt he came in a little too late.
A couple of folks on our live stream, Steve, telling us to let Tony know to meet them at one of our sponsors, Potters, after the game. They're saying that on our live stream. Unnecessary roughness penalty.
Yeah. Well,
Tony, a popular guy around
town.
Whoever
that was, that Tony told me at halftime that we were going to Potters tonight. So I drove down with Gary, so Gary can drop me off, or I can go home, and I don't live too far away, so I could probably get over there. Hopefully Harrison will keep it open for us. And
line of scrimmage, the Belle Vernon 27-yard line. So 3 penalty-aided first downs for the Mustangs on this drive. Carney to the right of Gallagher in the back. They'll take the snap, set up the screen, over to Pratt. Pratt inside the 25, down to the 23, picking up 4 to bring up 2nd down and 6.
Brian, he's just got to go faster. Pratt is like galloping over there, almost going half speed, trying to get around the corner. I know he's waiting for a block to set up, but sometimes you just notice the Belle Vernon backs, Brian, they just hit the hole so much faster than we are tonight.
We're down to 7:20 left here in the third quarter.
Now, fortunately, he got out of bounds. It did stop the clock.
2nd and 6, triple right formation again. Gallagher out of the gun, Carney to his right, single coverage to the far side on Keandre DeShields. Rod takes the snap. He's looking near side on the run and lobs it into the end zone, and a flag comes in. They're going to roll a touchdown for Jaden Pratt. 23-yard hookup, should be defensive pass interference unless they thought Pratt pushed off.
Yep.
But there was a lot of contact there in the end zone, and it should stand. Gallagher to Pratt on a 23-yard hookup. And they called it on Devin Whitlock on the interference call. So a Gallagher touchdown pass going to Jaden Pratt.
Boy, how big are those big plays now?
Yep.
Yeah, punt return, an interception.
Game not over yet, though, Steve.
No, it's not over. But the Mustangs are one thing they never give up, but they always seem to fight back.
A lot more fights than some of the Mustang teams we've seen in past years. This Mustang defense, I think, Steve, is the best Laurel Highlands defense we've seen in the last 20 years. Clean snap coming back to Radcliffe. They came after him, and the kick's good. It's 28-14, Belle Vernon. 7:13 left here in the third, and we're back in 60 seconds here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
Cancer patients in Fayette and Greene County no longer have to travel to find the care they need thanks to a new partnership between the WVU Cancer Institute and WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new cancer center is now open on the second floor of the annex building on the hospital's campus and will take a multidisciplinary approach to medical oncology care, including chemotherapy and other infusion services, a pharmacy, and lab. Patients will have access to nurse navigation, a telephone triage system for symptom management and prescription refills, cancer registry services, tumor boards, and telemedicine appointments. The clinic will include 8 exam rooms, 1 procedure room, 1 consult room, 1 provider workroom, and 1 station for obtaining patient vitals. The infusion area will include 8 private infusion bays with heated massage chairs, 2 additional swing flex rooms, and 1 station for obtaining patient vitals. Patients wishing to schedule medical oncology and infusion appointments at Uniontown Hospital can call 724-912-7520. For more information on the WVU Cancer Institute, visit wvumedicine.org/cancer. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new us, here for you.
28-14 now. The Belle Vernon lead down to 14 after the 23-yard touchdown pass. Rodney Gallagher to Jaden Pratt. And a lot of football still to play in this one. Radcliffe will send it away, and you have Devin Whitlock on the near side, Steve, and we'll also have our eyes on Jedico on the far side.
Onside kick.
Radcliffe, a little squib kick, and it got picked up there by one of the up men. Around the 35-yard line, and this one will be taken back to midfield. So no matter what the Mustangs have tried here today, they've gotten burned on some of these run backs by Belle Vernon. That one was taken back by Logan Cunningham.
Yeah, they're just not tackling very well in that kickoff team tonight.
And this one actually taken back into Laurel Highlands territory at the 49-yard line. Kuzier and Lucas finally slowed down Cunningham on that run back.
Good to see Kuzier back in the game.
Now the Leopards set it up here for the Laurel Highlands 49. Whitlock, the quarterback, Jedico to his left. Couple of tight ends in tight, and now they'll bring Rukonen in motion over to the near side with a flag on the play. That's going to be a pre-snap penalty on the Leopards. Seen that a couple of times from Belle Vernon tonight. Push the line of scrimmage from the Laurel Highlands 49 back to the Belle Vernon 46. And make it 1st and 15 with 7:08 left here in the third quarter. Same formation here from the Leps. Whitlock again directs Rukonen in motion to the near side. Takes the snap, fakes the pitch, runs back to the right with blockers out in front. Boys, that line good as Whitlock takes it out of bounds right around the Laurel Highlands 35-yard line. 21-yard run there from Devin Whitlock.
Well-designed play from Coach Humbert. Or maybe that's his knee up there, the offensive coordinator, but they faked the pitch to the left, and everybody kind of takes a step that way, and then they had the left guard and left tackle pulling to the right. So not only did Whitlock have some room, but he had two big escorts going down the right sideline.
Whitlock again takes the snap, sends it off to Jedico with another big hole inside the 20. Jedico still going, carries a couple of tacklers down to the 10-yard line. Jedico, a 27-yard run there. And Steve, what did you have him at halftime? Do you remember?
Jedico was like 80-some, I believe.
So he's probably well over 100 there. Really picking up where Quentin Martin left off after last week.
He was in the 60s because they only had 200 yards in offense. So
still could be over 100 with some of the runs. He's going to get it again. Already 2 touchdowns in this game for Jedico, and he runs over a Mustang and makes it 3 touchdowns tonight.
That's proud.
Jedico from 10 yards out.
That one he ran over the Shields that time.
So Jedico, his 3rd touchdown, and the lead goes back up.
Oh, well, it wasn't funny, but
20.
He actually just took it. That was the Shields, was there at the goal line, kind of breaking down to tackle him, and Jedico just decided instead of trying to run away from him, he almost took a lunging, launch. If that would have been him making the tackle, they might have got him for targeting.
Correct.
He just went right into him on purpose, knowing he could run him over.
And it took Belle Vernon less than a minute to score on that drive. And now the extra points on the way and good again from Kovac. So with 6:27 left here in the third quarter, it's Belle Vernon 35, Laurel Highlands 14, and we're back in 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
COVID-19 vaccines teach your body to recognize and fight the COVID virus. You can get this vaccine at no cost to you at Peachin Pharmacy in Connellsville. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. Help protect yourself and your loved ones. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy. Visit peachinpharmacy.com for more information.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Back here at James Weir Stadium, now 35-14, Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. So, Steve, you had the Mustang touchdown. Gallagher to Jaden Pratt. Occurred at the 7:13 mark of the third, and then Jedico comes back, 10-yard touchdown run at the 6:27 mark of the third quarter. So it took Belle Vernon only 47 seconds, if my math's correct, there to score.
Yeah, I mean, the Mustangs just can't tackle that kid, and he's running over people. And, and plus then you have the speed of Whitlock. It's a 1-2 combination, isn't it?
Kovac will send it away again. Squib kick on the near side actually went on a line right to one of the Mustang up men, and that was Tristan Baker. And good to see Tristan back in the lineup. He missed a couple of games due to injury. He takes it back there to the 35. That's where Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10. So we've seen some crafty kickoffs on both sides. And now Laurel Highlands will start this drive from their own 35-yard line. It's just going to be hard, Steve, for Laurel Highlands to get back in this game just because Belle Vernon has so much star power. Tough to stop. And I'm very impressed, Steve, with Jedico, the sophomore tailback. Yeah, you lose a big guy like Martin, and both Jedico and Martin sophomores on the left side. We'll read option again, this time going to Lehue, and it's going to be a big-time loss. Lehue losing 4 back to the 31 to bring up second down and 14.
Dropped in the backfield for a loss by number 15, Cole Waitman.
That was Waitman. We expected good things from him coming in, Steve.
Well,
and a 4-yard tackle for a loss there.
Really don't have a lot of time to try to establish the run with Lehue going off tackle. I mean, you need some big plays at this point, Brian.
They have Carney back in there to the right of Gallagher. Triple left formation, 2nd and 14 from the 31. As Rod takes the snap, pocket collapsing. He looks to step up, spins off a defender, comes forward, and Rod got body slammed down right around the line of scrimmage. That was a big hit defensively. And that was Jack Breyer who brought him down, 57. That'll be 3rd down and 14 now. Clock rolling under 5:10 left here in the 3rd. And Rod back out of the gun, triple left formation. Takes the snap, nothing on the left, comes back to the right, looks deep middle into double coverage, pass ball is incomplete. He was looking for Keandre DeShields, the only receiver in the vicinity.
And DeShields kind of gave up on that one, didn't really finish the play, and he kind of slowed up.
And he was apt to punt this one away. Standing back of the 19-yard line for Laurel Highlands, Ben Diamond. And Devin Whitlock already has taken 1 punt back tonight. He's standing at the 36, low snap. Diamond gets it away, and Whitlock looking for another 60-yard punt return. Has some room on the far side. Gets to the midfield stripe, and John Deek able to bring him down to the 42 of Laurel Highlands. That's where the Leopards will start 1st and 10 when we come back. Belle Vernon 35, Laurel Highlands 14. We're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
People make all kinds of mistakes with life insurance, like having some coverage but not enough to keep the family in the house, or only having life insurance through work and then losing their job. Want to avoid those mistakes? Call Allstate agent Russ Flaho at 724-439-9700. Russ Flaho can help you get the coverage your family needs at an affordable price. Are you in good hands? Call Uniontown Allstate agent Russ Flaho today and ask for a complimentary life insurance review. Life insurance offered by Allstate Life Insurance Company in Northbrook, Illinois, and Lincoln Benefit Life Company, Lincoln, Nebraska.
Back here at James Weir Stadium, and Whitlock looking to throw. A little contact here on the near side. Flag coming in. It's going to be pass interference. It was intended for Evan Polott.
I don't see a flag.
It was thrown from the far side.
That's well, it can't be on that side of the field. The 2 officials there.
Gallagher thought it was clean coverage.
That's not going to be pass interference unless it's holding on the defense or something. But that flag, if that flag came from the Belle Vernon sideline, he couldn't have called pass interference.
The flag's still on the field. Referees now getting together. They call it eligible down the field here in Belle Vernon. They're lining up for another play, and the referee coming over to talk to Coach Colasar.
Yeah, it's going to be going against Belle Vernon, most likely.
They still have the football down at the original line of scrimmage. It was an eligible man downfield. So now they'll have to, well, they're going to decline it and make it 2nd and 10. Would have just been a 5-yard penalty, so you either had 1st and 15 or 2nd and 10. Mustangs won 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it's just probably one less down, hoping they can get the ball back a little quicker.
Of course, you run all the time, so sometimes on a option play like that, those linemen can get back down the field and look out here. Jedico with another nice run inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line, 13-yard run from Jedico.
They give it up 15, 20 yards a run. Doesn't really matter whether they take the penalty or not, does it?
No. Now move the sticks again down to the 29-yard line.
They're just better, Brian. Yep. That's not much you could say. You know, you like the Mustangs are having a great year. They're going to do some damage. You're playing
the number 1 team in the WPIAL, the number 1 team in the state. What do you expect?
Yeah, that's Yeah.
Devin Whitlock to Jedico again. Jedico inside the 30, inside the 25, and Jedico having a career night, taking it down close to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, he's a beast.
We came in, Steve, only 12 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown. And he's had more than that and then some tonight.
Slow to get up over there.
That's not good to see.
Wow. Let's get the binoculars on that. That's on the far side.
You already lost Martin. Ryan Hammer probably the next man up. So they tend to Jedico. We hope he's okay. UPMC Centers for Rehab Services injury timeout. 4 minutes left here in the third. Leopards up 35-14, looking for more. We're back in 30 seconds here in the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Back here at James Weir Stadium, again, our attention on Belle Vernon tailback Jake Jedico.
They're looking at his ankle, Brian. I could see the trainer holding his ankle, his foot.
And you feel bad for a kid, Steve, who's had, as we said, a career night tonight, filling in for Quentin Martin. To go down like this, already 3 touchdowns, looking for maybe his 4th touchdown of the night. And they're still attending to Jedico on the far side. I'll remind you, coming up next, the Triple Live Scoreboard Show with Don Rebel. Beyond the air until midnight tonight. Complete recap of all the WPIAL action on this Friday night.
He can't put any weight on that left foot. So, boy, I hope he's okay.
I do too.
Yeah, they're going to help him. Oh, no, that's actually one of the linemen, Brian. That's not Jedico.
Oh, so our correction there.
57.
And that would be Jake Breyer. So our apologies.
Yeah, the Jedicos.
I was going by your binoculars, Steve. You let us down. Those binoculars might not be as good as you thought. But, again, we hope Jake Breyer's all right.
I guess I got to get the autofocus back.
Yes.
Well, he was already sitting down, but it was right where Jedico went down.
Line of scrimmage now the 7-yard line. And the Leopards now a 1st and goal, trying to punch it in here again. Whitlock out of the gun. Jedico back in there. Twin receivers to the near side. Play fake. Whitlock looking to the far side. Nothing there. Back to the near side. Pulls it down. He's going to throw it into the back of the end zone. Are they going to rule that inbounds? No, incomplete. The receiver was out of bounds. That was Evan Polat. Bring up 2nd and goal from the 7. It's tough to tell from this angle, Steve, but it appeared Polat was out there on the far side. Now 2nd and goal from the 7. They'll put it back on the right hash mark. 3:53 left here in the third. Again, Brian Morozak along with Steve Suprick, Billy Dice behind the camera, Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios, and Tony Hanola providing our stats tonight as well. Whitlock back to Jedico between the tacklers and into the end zone for another Belle Vernon touchdown. That's Jedico's 4th touchdown of the night.
It almost looks like the Mustangs don't want no part of trying to tackle that kid. He is a force. He looks like a NFL halfback going against high school kids is what it looks like. That's how powerful he's not trying to avoid people, Brian. He's running them over.
It's a breakout night for Jedico tonight, his 4th touchdown. Occurring here at the 3:48 mark of the third quarter, and the Leopards have opened up a 41-14 lead now over Laurel Highlands.
That's going to be a flag on Belle Vernon. They had an extra. No, they could let him get away with the extra guy out there, and then he runs off the field.
Kovac looking to make it 6 for 6 on extra points this evening. Snap comes back, and Kovac's kick is good. So the lead now at 42-14, Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. And we're back in 60 seconds here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
we go your way all around every day. It's a fact, we're striving harder to get you farther.
Have you ever been at a Fact bus stop and wondered where your bus was? Now you can track all Fact fixed route buses in real time. Go to factbus.com or download the Fact Bus Route app for your cell phone or tablet from the Google App Store. It's free. And don't forget, all Fact fixed route buses now have free Wi-Fi. For more information and for rates and routes, go to factbus.com or call 724-628-RIDE.
Forget the bus and grab the bus. Come along and ride with us. It's a fact, we're Fayette County.
We're back here at James Weir Stadium. 3:48 left here in the third. And Belle Vernon leads Laurel Highlands 42-14. 4 touchdowns from Jake Jedico for Belle Vernon, 2 from Devin Whitlock. Rodney Gallagher's thrown a pair of touchdown passes to Keandre DeShields and Jaden Pratt, and the Mustangs need to field this one. Be picked up here by Hunter Kuzier, and Kuzier gets up to the 17-yard line, and that's where Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10. So the Mustangs trying to get back at it. And looking at the schedule ahead, 2 tough games coming up for the Mustangs at home, Steve, over the next 2 weeks. Thomas Jefferson next week, followed by McKeesports. Both of those games at Mustang Field. Laurel Highlands will then travel to Trinity and play Uniontown at Bill Power Stadium to wrap up the season. On the Belle Vernon side, they'll travel to Ringgold next week and then host Trinity. They'll have a bye week before wrapping up the season against McKeesport. Gallagher, quick screen far side. Going there to Jaden Pratt. And Pratt, just a minimal gain, 3, maybe 4, up to the 21-yard line. They'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Run down by number 6, Logan Cunningham.
Logan Cunningham ran him out of bounds. Mustangs still have to be proud of the effort, though, Steve. Especially what they've accomplished so far this season. Coming in at 5-0. Likely dropping to 5-1 overall, 2-1 in conference play after the loss. If things stand as they do right now, Belle Vernon, they'll stay perfect and improve to 5-0. Triple right set here on the 2nd and 7. Rod hangs in the pocket, now looks to step up. Has a little room on the far side, releases the football short of the intended wide receiver, Keandre DeShields, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Cunningham on the coverage for the Leopards. Brings up 3rd down.
2:58 now left here in the third. It was a big week, Steve, between these 2 schools. The boys soccer programs met on Monday. That game was won by Laurel Highlands. The girls soccer programs met on Thursday. That was won by Belle Vernon last night. And, of course, the football teams meeting here tonight. Laurel Highlands deemed it Belle Vernon week. Triple right set here, a little banana bunch. As Gallagher works out of the shotgun, they'll bring Pyro in motion. Rod's looking across the middle as Joe Chambers on the run. And Joe into Belle Vernon territory down to the 48-yard line. Pickup of 32 yards. Gallagher to Joe Chambers. It's the first time Joe's really been able to get free, Steve, with some of the blanket coverage we've seen from Devin Whitlock defensively.
Yeah, good job. Pass was a little high, and Chambers was able to leap up in the air and catch it and still pick up some pretty good yards.
Line of scrimmage now, the Belle Vernon 47. Mustangs inside here, Twins to each side. Rod takes the snap. They're coming after him, gets around Waitman, directs traffic, releases it down the field. A little wobbler that's brought in for another Mustang first down right around the 34-yard line. They're in traffic with the reception there for Laurel Highlands. Looking for the number. It was Chambers again bringing it down.
Yeah.
So Chambers on back-to-back plays, big receptions, and he's limping a bit. He's going to hobble off. No, he's maybe just going to hobble and split out to the near side, hoping it's a running play. Rod's going to take the snap. He's going to put it up again. This time looking deep, far side, single coverage. Pratt went up. No, check that deep. Keandre DeShields went up. Couldn't bring it down. Good coverage defensively there from Logan Cunningham for Belle Vernon.
And now Chambers gets off the field.
He needs a break.
Yeah, he's just a little hobbled.
Couple of big catches there from Joe. Now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Might have been knocked around there in the hip a little bit. 2:03 left here in the third. Mustangs down 28, but driving here. Line of scrimmage, the Belle Vernon 35, almost the center of the field. Carney to the right of Gallagher, another banana bunch. Trips to the near side. Rod takes the snap again. Flushed out to the near side. Rod in a little trouble, lobs it down the field, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Belle Vernon's Adam LaCarte, and LaCarte takes it back to the 26.
Just another floater that he didn't throw very well.
I think Pratt's down.
Yeah.
Pratt slow and getting up. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. 42-14. Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. 1:52 left here in the third. We're back in 30 from the C.R. Braddock Group High School Sports Night.
Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family-owned and operated, where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 for indoor-outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu.
Back here at James Weir Stadium, timeout taken by Laurel Highlands as we come back. So we'll take another timeout as well. 1:52 left in regulation. Leps 42, Mustangs 14. We're back in 60 here on the C.R. Braddock Group High School Sports Night.
When your car is under repair, currently in their 8th year, quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 58 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair LLC. Proud to support local high school sports.
So back after the Mustang timeout, Belle Vernon going back to work. They can actually enact the mercy rule with a touchdown on this drive. They'll play fake from Whitlock. He's going to heave it down the field to the tight end, Cole Waitman. And Waitman breaking a couple of tackles into Mustang territory down the far sidelines. And he'll get down to the 33-yard line.
And the Mustangs have pulled out most of their starters, Brian. Pratt, Gallagher, the Shields all out of the game. The Shields and Gallagher there on a knee doesn't look to be hurt. I think it's just more or less the Mustangs realize this one is out of hand and probably just
saving everybody for TJ next week. And interesting, Steve, on the original WPIAL schedule, Thomas Jefferson was scheduled to play Uniontown this week. Of course, the Red Raiders elected not to take the WPIAL schedule. TJ could not get a game, so they're actually off this week. So they'll have 2 weeks of preparation time to get ready for the Mustangs. Whitlock, little throwback on the far side, another pass complete. That one going to Tanner Stieber, and Tanner with a flag on the play. Let's see where they rule him down. I think right around the 17-yard line. We'll check the flag.
Two Belle Vernon players were tackling, blocking Yorchek over there, or was that? No, that's not Yorchek. That's 18.
And Stieber actually coughed it up, Steve, and the Leopards got back on it.
They did.
They're going to roll it down at the 18-yard line. Remember the last time out as well, you actually had a couple of Belle Vernon fans taunting the Mustang bench on the near side as well, and they had to bring over a little security down there. This is a dead ball personal foul on Belle Vernon. They called it on Tommy Kovac, and they'll enforce it after the end of the run. They'll push it back here to the 35-yard line. And want to keep good sportsmanship here, Steve, late. Game getting out of hand at 28 points. No reason to have the fans chirping at the Mustang bench.
Well, the Belle Vernon surprised Whitlock still in the game, but I guess they want to probably get this extra touchdown.
Yeah, if they get it here, maybe close it out.
Correct.
You'll see subs the rest of the way. Game was moving along pretty quickly here in the first half, kind of stalled out here in the third quarter.
Yeah, this third quarter. The fourth quarter is going to go pretty quick if they score here.
Whitlock out of the gun. It will be a 1st and 10. And they'll go back on the inside, and no surprise there. It's Jetico again. Already has 4 touchdowns in this game. He's going to take this one down to the 20-yard line for another 13-yard gain. And Jetico might end up being, Steve, the leading yardage producer in this game. You had all the stars coming in. You talked so much about Whitlock and Gallagher, and Jetico might have more yards from scrimmage than anybody else out there tonight.
Well, he certainly has more in this third quarter than anybody.
It's another 1st and 10 here for Belle Vernon. Clock rolling. 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Man coming in motion, that's Rukonen. He'll get it on a quick screen on the near side, and Rukonen inside the 15, inside the 10, and he'll finally get run down right around the 3-yard line. 17-yard pickup there. And Rukonen, Steve, last week against Thomas Jefferson, took a scary hit against the fence off on the right side, which is very close to the end zone. Ran into it almost dead on, and he was lucky he was not injured on the play. We talked about that during the pregame show off the air, how close that fence is to the end zone on our right. And Belle Vernon going quickly here. Clock was stopped as Rukonen went out of bounds, and now it's a 1st and goal from the Laurel Highlands 4-yard line as Belle Vernon looks to close out this game. Another handoff going to Jetico, looking for touchdown number 5. Not going to get it here. Getting maybe a yard down to the 3-yard line. That could be the final play here in the third quarter. Rayful with the tackle defensively. Down to 8 seconds left.
Yeah, they're going to let it run out.
We'll go the other way. 42-14, Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands after 3. We're back with the fourth quarter in 60 seconds here on the C.R. Brada Group High School Sports Night.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. That's 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business.
Back here at James Weir Stadium, 42-14, Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. And Jetico, Steve, an opportunity for 5 touchdowns. And they can punch it in with him. Line of scrimmage now, the Laurel Highlands 2. This will be the opening play of the fourth quarter. Belle Vernon up 42-14 over Laurel Highlands. Appreciate all of the folks sticking with us here in the fourth quarter. Again, stay tuned after the game for the Trib Live Scoreboard Show with Don Rebel. The next week, we're back with more high school football. Laurel Highlands hosting Thomas Jefferson. And we were scheduled to have the Uniontown Brashear game for you tomorrow. That game canceled due to some COVID issues inside the Uniontown football program. Hopefully, all of those kids are all right. And we mentioned also locally, California got a forfeit win over Avella due to some COVID issues Avella had. And Albert Gallatin also had their game canceled this weekend as well. So not too much local action, just due to some of these COVID issues that have popped up. But the Mustangs and Leopards playing here tonight. And now a 2nd and goal here for Belle Vernon. They'll go with that T formation behind Whitlock, and a fumble on the play. I think the Leopards got back on it. Right on the exchange there between Whitlock and Jetico. And Jetico able to get back on it. Play will result in no gain to bring up 3rd and goal from the 2. And the Leopards an opportunity here to enact a continuous clock for the fourth quarter. And you would think likely 4-down territory here as they'll attempt to do that.
I would think so. T formation.
Whitlock again under center. This time they'll change it up on the carry. And the result the same. Or was that Jetico there, Steve?
I think it was.
It was Jedico picking up his 5th touchdown of the night from 2 yards out. That'll make it 48-14. Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. And we'll see a lot of substitutes, I think, Steve, if Kovac makes this extra point.
It's a big extra point.
And get a lot of folks out of here a little quicker tonight. Low snap coming back, and Kovac will send it through. He's a perfect 7 for 7 on extra points tonight. That increases the Belle Vernon lead to 49-14 over Laurel Highlands. 11:25 left in regulation. And we're back in 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
I'm attorney Trip Radcliffe, and we at Radcliffe Law have been helping people that were injured in accidents for over 35 years. When you're involved in an accident, it can be scary. Radcliffe Law will meet with you for free, and our experienced team will provide you with valuable information needed to pursue your claims successfully. If you or someone you know are injured in an accident, call Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Back here at James Weir Stadium, a big second half for Belle Vernon. For you folks just joining us, Steve, you go back to the late stages of the second quarter. Laurel Highlands down 14-7, driving in Belle Vernon territory. An interception, then coming back, Devin Whitlock, a 63-yard run. Jedico capped it off with a 2-yard touchdown run right before halftime. Could have been 14-14 going to the locker room. Ended up 21-7, and the Leps have really added on here in the second half.
It could have been. It would have been closer.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. But the fact of the matter is Belle Vernon is a lot better. And this Jericho kid just running over people, plus that coupled with Whitlock, and the Mustangs really were kind of facing an uphill battle.
Matt Lucas on this kick return for Laurel Highlands, just getting back to the 20-yard line.
But the Mustangs are better than we've seen in a long time.
Oh, for sure. Nothing to be ashamed of tonight at all.
They're just playing against the #1 team in the state here, and they're just being outmatched.
The next 2 weeks should be interesting. Remember, Belle Vernon last week, a close to a walk-off touchdown winner from Whitlock against Thomas Jefferson. That's who the Mustangs will see. And TJ, they'll be chomping at the bit, Steve, after that loss last week. Couldn't even play a game this week. So they might be an angry team to play against next Friday night.
Surprisingly, Gallagher's back on the field with all the receivers, with Pratt and
Pratt's still hobbled a little bit. You have a mixture of starters and second-teamers out there for Belle Vernon. This handoff going to Kearney. Kearney just a minimal gain. Of course, you don't want anybody to get hurt here late. They called Soltis on that run. I thought it was Kearney.
Bradley tapping the top of his helmet. That's the universal
that was Kearney.
Signal for I want to come out of the game.
Yes.
He's limping a little bit.
Play starting to empty out a little bit at 49-14. I was impressed by the fare here, Steve. They had some nice chicken sandwiches, some soft pretzels. They had funnel cakes. Didn't get an opportunity to try the funnel cakes.
You got your all-time favorite branded sandwich, and I couldn't eat one because they had pickles on them.
Triple F set 2nd and 9. Gallagher takes the snap. They're coming after him, and he'll get sacked there by Waitman back at the 8-yard line. That's not what you want to see in a 35-point game.
I just want to get him out of there.
Gallagher brought back down in the end zone. I'm sorry, in the backfield.
And it's just like, why? Why?
3rd and 22 now.
Like, yeah. Like, what's he still? I mean, if you want to leave him in there, hand the ball off. I mean, let's.
Coach Hogger's probably on the edge of his seat watching this late, too. Don't get hurt. Not only Gallagher, but a bunch of other basketball guys out there, too.
You don't want to get him hurt for the rest of the year. You got to play TJ next week. You got
McKeesport the week after.
Yeah.
3rd and 22. Rod hanging in the pocket. Middle screen set up going to Kearney. Just a 2-yard gain there.
They sniffed it out.
And 4th down, they'll punt it away. 9:13 left on our running clock here in the 4th quarter. It's been a fun night here at James Weir Stadium for Mustang fans. They wish the result was different, but really had a competitive game into the 3rd quarter. Belle Vernon just flexing their muscle. I have to thank the Belle Vernon Athletic Department for their accommodations here today. We had a perfect spot right underneath the press box. Great view of the field. And you still have Whitlock back out there as well, Steve, with a late substitution. That's going to be, has to get flagged there, pre-snap penalty. It's going to go out of the back of the end zone. Of course, you had that close fence going back there, and Diamond getting bumped up against the fence, but the play was whistled down before the snap.
Your check was, they didn't have enough players in the field, so one of the coaches kind of shoved your check out there, and of course the ball's down on the 10-yard line, and he's running in from behind the play, and they snapped the ball. That was kind of something you never see.
It was like 15 yards ahead of the
15 yards offsides, and the official was going to let him run in there to get back to the line, but they snapped it a little early.
Now, Diamond could have been killed back there against that fence. We talked about Rukonen running into it last week, and now if they come after Diamond here, that fence could come into play again.
It's
surprised they don't put more padding up against it.
Surprisingly, they have Whitlock back to return this punt.
I said that as well. Diamond about 8 yards deep. They came after him. He got it away. Be a short punt. It's going to hit here at the 28 and actually spun back to the 26. That's where Belle Vernon will take over 1st and 10. 8:21 left in regulation. Leps 49, Mustangs 14. We're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Your nominee on both the Democratic and Republican ballot for district judge in the city of Uniontown. Jason Cox is happy to see all of our local student athletes working hard on and off the field and would like to wish all of our local teams the best of luck this year and in all their future endeavors. Remember, on November 2nd, vote for Jason Cox, your nominee on both the Democratic and Republican ballot for magisterial district judge in the city of Uniontown.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you? Oil checks and windshield clean. Joby's Golf. That's where Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
The Mustangs took a timeout. It actually bailed us out of that break. We'll keep it right here now. 8:13 left in regulation. Belle Vernon 49, Laurel Highlands 14. And again, up next for the Mustangs, Thomas Jefferson next week. Interesting, Steve, on the Belle Vernon schedule. We mentioned they did not play in week 0, and they also have a bye week. I'm sure they wouldn't mind getting a game in, but actually might come at a good time if they need to get a couple of guys healthy. They'll travel to Ringgold next week, then host Trinity. And then on October the 22nd, they'll have a week to prepare for McKeesport. So unless they get a game there on the 22nd, you wonder, do you want that bye week still, or do you try to get an opponent that week?
I would think you'd probably want the bye week. Get your, you got that. If this kid,
Jedico,
if he, as good as he is, he's not the starter. You wonder how good Martin is.
Well, Martin's phenomenal, both playing football and playing basketball. Whitlock's still out there for Belle Vernon. He's scrambling here on the near side, directing traffic, pocket collapsing. This is where he excels. Gets inside the 25-20. Whitlock looking for the knockout blow inside the 10, inside the 5, and he got it again. What a run from Devin Whitlock, 27 yards out, and that's the capper as the Leopards go on top 55-14. Wow.
The knockout blow. It's 49-14. He's calling it the knockout blow. That's pretty good.
Joe Glass was against the ropes. They took him down.
That's a good one.
And they'll bring out Kovac again. Will this be extra points? Number 8 for Kovac. Nick will like that for the highlight reel tomorrow morning.
I bet you Nick's laughing back.
He's going to cue it up tomorrow. You'll hear it on the replay tomorrow morning during the sports report. And there's Kovac for the extra points. He might even make it our first Federal Savings and Loan Association Play of the game, who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll play it during the highlights. 56-14, Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands, 7:50 left in regulation. We're back in 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
The high school football season is here. Donnie Arthur's Buyers Market, Connellsville Street, and Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke are teaming up to cheer on our local high school football teams. Bill and Donnie are proud to support our local districts and wish all the players, cheerleaders, band members, students, parents, and teachers a successful school year and football season. Don't forget to stop by Donnie Arthur's Buyers Market on Connellsville Street before the game to pick up your favorite snacks, drinks, or sandwiches.
South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer wishes the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs this season and in the playoffs. During these uncertain times, a lot of hard work goes into a successful season, and that includes the cooperation of players, coaches, and their families. South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer commends all of those whose hard work has gone into making this a successful season. Like our local teams, Robert Schiffbauer is working hard to make life better for the residents of South Union Township. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs from South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer.
Paid for by the candidate Robert Schiffbauer.
We're back here at James Weir Stadium. Nick Barczyk's ready to declare that our first Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County Super Play of the Game. You'll hear it during our post-game show, which is brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer, working hard for the residents of South Union Township. 7:50 left in regulation, 56-14. Leopards over the Mustangs, and this kickoff going back to the 11-yard line. And it's Carney on this return, and he'll get stopped there at the 25, and that's where Laurel Highlands will start. 1st and 10.
By number 17, Chase Ruconen.
Now both Ruconens out there now on the Belle Vernon side. Chase making that tackle. And the Mustangs will start this drive. They'll run the clock here, Steve. Final 7:40
and
left in regulation.
Let's see who we have at quarterback. I don't see a quarterback out in the field.
They were talking to Soltis.
Yeah, there he is.
And Soltis is talking to Coach Colasar. You also have John Duke over there as well coming in. And Brian Yorchik back in as well for the Mustangs. Good opportunity here to give Soltis some reps. And he's been productive, Steve. I don't think there's been a lot of a drop-off. Obviously, Soltis isn't the dynamic type of quarterback that Gallagher is, but he's been efficient when he's been in there. I think they had too many men on the field there. Ryan Pyro barely got off, and Soltis calls his own number and dives forward for a 2-yard gain. You have 12 men in the huddle. Referees let it go.
Well, actually, I was thinking of that, but Yorchik was not in the huddle. He was coming in.
Okay.
So they kind of let it slide. I think they probably would have let it slide anyway with a...
At 56-14.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a tied game by any means. You're seeing a lot of subs coming in here late. Tristan McCoy.
They just got the knockout blow.
Yes.
So
I rolled the game officially over
with
the last Whitlock touchdown.
I wonder if you can get another chicken sandwich before you get out of here.
I don't know. Maybe I'll come out with you guys. We're going to head out to Potters tonight. We had fun going on after the game last week. 6:17 left in regulation. Well, this game's going on, Steve. Might not be anywhere open after the game. Inside handoff and just a minimal gain there again. I think that was Carney.
Well, the good news is I'm sure Nick got in all the commercials probably.
He's actually ahead. We're in good shape with the commercial breaks right now. And again, have to credit Nick Barczyk and the rest of our staff at WMBS. We've had some technical issues probably a lot of folks aren't aware of over the last 8 days or so. And our staff's worked extremely hard, Steve. And I can't thank everyone for doing what they've been doing over the last week plus.
I saw you got your parking lot paved.
Yes, we did have to thank our good friends at Bright Stripe for doing that.
New lines
for us.
They did my driveway last year.
Yes, do a nice job. One of our sponsors on What's on Your Mind on WMBS. Matt George and the crew. Low snap coming back there to Soltis. He's going to air it up on the far side. Hunter Kujar on the run.
That was a good throw.
Yes, it was. Tackled from behind there by Ruconen at the Belle Vernon 43-yard line with 5:15 to play.
That was a really good throw.
And remember, Steve, Soltis started for Uniontown as a freshman 2 years ago.
Right.
Got injured midway through the season. He's a pretty good backup to have. And
so he must have moved to get to play in Laurel Highlands, right? Is that the rule, or they just, well, how's that work?
I do not know his individual situation.
Well, if he went to Uniontown, then, you know, he had to move.
I know they've loosened up a lot of those restrictions, but I don't know the exact reasoning or exactly what happened there. hard to follow case by case. He was ruled eligible, so obviously the WPIAL and the PIAA thought it was all right.
Yeah.
4:42 to play. 56-14. You trying to stir the pot a little bit here late.
Oh,
end up going to Carney, and he got nailed behind the line of scrimmage. 2-yard loss to bring up 2nd and 12.
But going back to that throw, that was a great throw though, down the right sideline, put some zip on it, over the defender, dropped it in on a dime.
Traffic might not be as bad, Steve, on the way out with a lot of folks.
No, most of the folks are, I'd say about 80% of them are gone by now? Or no, the Belle Vernon side's got some more people. The Laurel Highlands side is down to friends and family now. Looks like a JV game, doesn't it?
Our buddy Mook checking in said he remembers Glass Joe for Mike Tyson's punch-out on that knockout blow. And there's C.J. Soltis losing 3 there on the run. Thanks, Mook, for listening. I think he's actually at the game tonight.
Yep.
And 56-14 if you're just joining us. 3:34 left in regulation. I have a lot of folks watching our live stream, Steve. Appreciate everyone still tuning in. Our most watched game of the season so far.
Couple of big plays. It could have been closer in that first half, but really, Belle Vernon kind of flexed their muscles.
They're
in the
good.
Second half. Yeah, they're pretty good.
And nice to see from Laurel Highlands grad directing this team, Matt Humbert. And we talked about his staff, Steve, is just phenomenal. You look at Mike Stieber, how innovative he was. That pass is going to get intercepted. Picked off here on the run back from Logan Cunningham, and Cunningham looking for a pick 6. Cunningham inside the 30, inside the 20, and Cunningham with a flag on the play. Ryan Pyro got knocked down, and he's slow in getting up, but Cunningham a pick 6, but we think it's coming back.
It's probably going to be a block on the return.
But it still should be Belle Vernon's football.
Yes, but it's... Let's see what they call the officials are back here waiting by the ball, so they obviously have inside information. They probably know what's.
Yes, the illegal block in the back. So the Leopards will have the football, but they'll push them back 10 yards. But Steve, how many of those Frazier football games have we done over the last 10 years during some of those playoff runs? How innovative Mike Stieber was, now a part of this coaching staff, and. You know, you look at some of the other guys there. Frank Messino, a longtime coach at Southmoreland.
Yeah.
Great guy, great football
I used to
program
coach
as well.
Against him in church league basketball in the Catholic League.
And, of course, Scott Nee calling all the plays.
And Scott Nee was the offensive coordinator.
On that,
was he the head coach in Uniontown for a brief time?
No.
Or Laurel Highlands?
Yeah, Laurel Highlands for a couple of years. And he was the offensive coordinator of the 09 Uniontown team, which actually defeated Belle Vernon for the first Uniontown playoff win in many, many years. And then he left, I think, in 2010 and joined Matt Humbert, who's actually his brother-in-law, I believe.
Oh, that's a late hit. I can't believe
that's going to be on Hunter Kuzer.
Kuzer just the runner slipped. Kuzer kind of fell on top of him. You don't need to make that call. So there's 2 minutes left. And why is Whitlock still in the game?
Unnecessary roughness penalty there against Laurel Highlands. But if you look at the spiral the Uniontown football program had, Steve, you could say it actually started with the departure of Scott Nee as the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
That actually, I think, started the downward trend of the Uniontown football program. And again, great to see now Keith Jeffries back in charge. I think that program going the right way.
You ignored my question about why Whitlock's still in the game.
I don't know. I would have pulled him a couple of drives ago, even before the knockout blow. And why is your tailback, Getico, who's the backup for Martin, still in there too?
Yeah.
Getting down to the 29. He already has 5 touchdowns tonight.
You got to believe that this is probably not sitting well with the Laurel Highlands coaches. No. I mean, there's a whole big sideline of green or black jerseys over there.
Tyler Slavic agreeing with you, Steve. He says, dumb decision to keep these guys in the game. Yeah. Don't risk getting these guys hurt in garbage time. So you got some folks agreeing with you here late.
It's a first, but
Belle Vernon just might run in tight here. 1:14 to play. Clock's going to run. Watch for a knee here from Whitlock, and he'll take it. And we'll run this one down. And Belle Vernon will improve to 5-0 overall, 3-0 in conference play. The Laurel Highlands 5-0 start to the season will now be a 5-1 start to the season. They'll drop to 2-1 in conference play, but still a lot to be proud of. A ton of fans making their way out to James Weir Stadium tonight on both sides. Great atmosphere for high school football. And players already shaking hands out there with 43 seconds left. Well played on both sides. Just too many big plays from the Leopards. And you look at our Davis & Davis player of the game, Steve. Have to give it to Jake Jedico. A career night, 5 touchdowns for Belle Vernon. Didn't talk about him coming in.